up, team? Good morning, guys. Sorry, I'm running a little bit late today. A little bit late. What's up, guys? What's up, Kay? What's up, Ready? Good morning, team. How are y'all doing today? Let's trade some pity stocks if we can find some. I'm down to trade. I got some money on Thinkorswim. My money has settled. You know what I'm finding out, though? I'm finding that I can kind of day trade on Thinkorswim a little bit. I can't really actively day trade, but I could probably day trade like 4 or 5 times a week on Thinkorswim, which is enough for me, you know? What's up, team? What's up, Kyle, Chaz, Ready, Kate, Kuzi? Sorry, I always mispronounce these names. But what's up, team? What's up, Diego? What's up, man? I know somebody's gonna yell at me for the volume, right? 1 second. All right, how's that? Let me know how that volume sounds. I'll give you guys a minute. Let me know how that works. Is that good? What's up? What's up, Jesus? Good morning, brother. What is your issue with Thinkorswim? I don't have an issue. Honestly, I'm liking Thinkorswim, honestly. Like I said, I'm actually kind of able to day trade a little bit on Thinkorswim, believe it or not. Like, it all depends on how much money you essentially have in Thinkorswim, right? Because, like, if you have a cash account, they allow you to day trade, kind of. Like, if you don't have a margin account, you can actively day trade, I think, because my day trades reset. I took 2 trades yesterday, and they completely reset today. But with that, the T2 rule is still going to restrict you to a certain extent. Like, you're still going to be somewhat restricted by the T2 rule. You're going to have to wait a few days for your funds to settle back into your account anyway. But if you don't use all your buying power, you can take multiple trades a day on Thinkorswim and still get away with it, I think. And so I don't have a problem with Thinkorswim. Music loud for 8:30 a.m.? I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. Music's actually pretty low. But, you know, we get hype here in the morning. You know, I'll turn it down a little bit if that makes you. Is this good? Let me know what the volume's like. Volume good, bad? Let's get a vote on it. Good? Alright, cool. I'm bumping too hard. I can't hear. I know, man. I know I'm slacking. What's up, Vladimir? What's up, dude? What's up, Hammer? And so with that, like I said, we could take some trades on Thinkorswim if we can find them. If we can find them, you know. Alright, what we got today, guys? We got CTIB. CTIB ripping up here. I'm looking at the daily chart. This thing doesn't usually hold its wins, but we can still take a look at it. Alright, CTIB. Look at CTIB, man. This thing is absolutely ripping up here. This thing gapped up from 227 all the way up to 970, so a ridiculously huge gap up. Looks like about what, 70 or about 300-400%. Big gap up here. Monstrous gap up. Hey, what's up, Flex? My man Flex. What's up, dude? How you doing, man? Y'all go check out my man Flex Suki's channel. Good dude. Y'all go check his channel out. What's up, Mr. Fish? Volume good? Turn up Fridays? Yes, sir. With options, it's immediately next day. Love it. Any recommendations on Discord? Yeah. Go to my man Trader Mike's Discord. He's a good dude. Look. Here, y'all go check him out. He's got a super active Discord. It's way more active than mine. I would say mine, but like I'm going to be real and just understand that Trader Mike's Discord is far more active than mine, which is okay. Y'all go check out Trader Mike's Discord. It's still a pretty dope Discord. Very active. What's up, Leo? What's up, Chaz? FCEL. Yeah, I'm going to look at the news on CTIB real quick. We're gonna see what we get. They had a 13D filing from LF International showing a 56.9% stake in CTIB. So a 56.9% stake, so a little bit over a half stake from LF International when they filed this 13D this morning. So basically, another company filed a 13D that acknowledged that they were holding a little bit over 0.5% stake, a 56.9% stake in CTIB, and that caused some really positive sentiment, I guess. We're going to watch this one. I don't know if I love it. Stake news is okay. We also have EMAN here. They announced a $5.5 million Department of Defense award for EMAN of Department of Defense award. Like I said, I got some money in Thinkorswim. I don't mind trading some of these. We're gonna look for some other ones though. Man, I'm losing my voice a little bit, team. I'm losing my voice. ZKIN ripping up here. Big move. Hold on, guys. I gotta mute myself so I can cough. Alright, that's better. I had to cough. But yeah, ZKIN ripping up here. A big percentage move. This is probably the most recent move in pre-market. ZKIN. What do you guys think? Would you guys rather me trade in pre-market, or would you guys rather me day trade at the open with Thinkorswim? I could do both. I could do both, you know. But ZKIN ripping up here. We're gonna look to see if we can trade it if we can. Hey, what's up, Flex? No day trades left. I need a strong swing trade. Any recommendations? I will hold for weeks. See, why you gotta do this to me, Flex? I don't know what I don't know what to say with swing trades. ZKAN ripping up. Man, I'm losing my voice, guys. What do I do here? I'm losing my voice. Let's look up the catalyst for ZKIN. Alright, so ZKIN reported ZK International. Okay, so this is the company that is buying, or that disclosed the stake in CTIB. So it reported a budget of 49.7 million expansion supplying distribution framework arrangement with another group here. I think this is the company that also filed their 13. Let me see, their 13D filing. LF. No, it's a completely different company. One's LF International, this one's ZK International, so completely different company here. Now, I don't hate this one to see if it holds over $2. What do you guys think? Should I buy this right now? I'm looking at ZKIN. We also have HTZ Hertz, which is surprisingly up today. I ended up making a few 100% in the last week on Hertz. I'm not going to trade it anymore. Not right now, at least. VAL ripping up Valaris. We got CLPS. We got XSPA here. A lot of people have been talking about XSPA. This one is up. It had a split, looks like yesterday. 1-for-3 reverse split yesterday for XSPA. So I don't know if I like that as much. We got Party City here. We got DPW. Rip it up here too. We got some moves. AZUL. NBR. The overall market itself, guys, just to take a quick look at the overall market itself. Market is up today. We're up to 306.40. 306.40 for the overall market. Let's look at the SPY itself and see what the catalyst is for today. Any catalysts for today? Alright, I'm just going to go ahead and read the ETF preview real quick, and it just says, quote, and this is from MT Newswires, and it says, quote, stock futures were also firmer in pre-market, recovering from the previous session's losses, the worst since mid-March, and the sell-off had been brought on by the downbeat GDP projection from the Fed Reserve, as well as worries over another wave of COVID-19 infections. And on the economic calendar, there'll be an import and export prices bulletin at 8:30, which should have came out 5 minutes ago, and then the University of Michigan Consumer Sentiment Report at 10 a.m. Eastern. So the University of Michigan Consumer Sentiment Report is at 10:30 Eastern, or at 10 p.m. Eastern, or at 10 a.m. Eastern. And so we'll watch that. We also have commodities here. Crude is up oh so slightly at 0.2%. The U.S. oil fund is up 0.7%, so a little bit better here. We have natural gas is down about 1%. The U.S. natural gas fund is down about 1% as well. Gold is up about 0.2%, so negligible. We also have silver down 0.6%. And so silver, gold not doing too much. Crude is up slightly. Natural gas is down slightly for today. And then we got CHK, which I thought they filed a Chapter 11. At least that was the rumor, right, for CHK. Didn't they file for bankruptcy? Or did they not end up doing that? Where's my man Gavin at? We're part of the bankruptcy buying club. You know, we formed this club a while back. Alright, guys. So, what's up, team? Alright, so, what's up, guys? Let me know where's my man Gavin at? Gavin, where you at, dude? You here? We're part of the bankruptcy buying club. We bought Hertz the other day. Honestly, low-key, Gavin and I actually are, like, we actually do kind of, like, analyze bankruptcy stocks and you know, we're in cohorts to possibly buy bankruptcy companies. We did it with Hertz. Listen, just to show you this trade on Hertz, I bought the. Let me show you this trade. Okay, I'm gonna go to a 10-day chart just so you can so you can see it. I bought Hertz right here. Right here is where I bought Hertz. I bought Hertz right here at 104. At 104 is where I bought Hertz. And everybody doubted me. Everybody hated on me. Everybody doubted me. Everybody told me it was a horrible trade and that I was going to lose a bunch of money and that Hertz was going to go bankrupt. But the logic behind this bankruptcy trade, there's a few logics behind it, right? Number one is that it's Chapter 11. It's not Chapter 7. It's technically just a reorganization bankruptcy, which means that they have some optimism in being able to survive it. Right, and so if they survive it, we could get a surge back up to $5, which was my exact logic. $5 was actually my original price target, and so I bought 100 shares at 104, thinking, okay, if I lose, it's $100, but if I win, it's going to be a few hundred, right? And I ended up riding Hertz up to over $3, where I eventually sold the rest, making 200%. We were kind of looking at the same thing for CHK here, but it's just not down enough, to be completely honest. Like, this is just not down enough. Like, if this thing dropped to $2, maybe, you know, but like up here at 12, I just got to risk too much there. That's too much. If it's at $1, I'll buy it. If it's at $12, I'm not buying it. I don't care what's going on. And so that's the reality. That's the news for this one. Like I said, I do have some money in Thinkorswim. Shall I trade in Thinkorswim today? Shall I or shall I not? Let's do this. We got TEUM here. Now, this one starts to surge. I know I know people have been joining me to watch me trade in pre-market, but I have a question. Would you rather me trade my small Thinkorswim account at the open? Because I can do that too. I can trade my Thinkorswim account at the bell. And again, one thing I'm noticing is that I can kind of get around the PDT rule on Thinkorswim. I'm still not going to be able to like really actively day trade like I want to. But with that, I have thousands in this account. And so, you know, I've got enough money to trade multiple times. Like, they reset you as long as you're in a cash account, you can, you know, trade as much as you want. The catch though is that there's the T2 rule, right, which means that you're gonna have to wait a few days for your funds to settle back into your account. But I'm also noticing that they put it back into your account pretty quickly. The regulation there just states that you have to give them 2 days. You know, you can't get mad at them if it's like not next day. Bro, I told you about Hertz yesterday. Yeah, I'm not talking about yesterday. You were right. But Hertz, I'm not going to jump back in it. I'm talking, this Hertz trade was a week ago. You know, like this Hertz trade was a week ago. I'm not going to try to catch it on another bounce. Like, that's getting too risky. Like, the longer this goes on, the more the more risky it's getting. Right? So I did this Hertz trade a week ago and you know, sold within a day or two. But hey, if you made your money with it, congrats, brother. Nice job. Like, you know. Thinkorswim terrible at the bell. Yeah. What's up, team? Alright, guys. Let me go sell out real quick and post my links, you know? You know what I'm seeing run up this morning, though? You know what I'm seeing run up this morning, actually? NAKD is running up. Look at NAKD, guys. NAKD is the most recent one I see. I sold all my Hertz. Yeah. Hey, there he is. There's my man, Gavin. Gavin, I was telling them about our secret exclusive club called the Bankruptcy Buying Club. The BBC. You know? It's just like the... It's the Bankruptcy Buying Club. It's the BBC, you know. I was telling them about it, Gavin, you know. Nobody knows about the BBC, you know. Alright, guys. Let's see. Alright, guys. There we go. Don't sit there. Hey, we're gonna do it. Hey, hold on. I gotta sell out real quick, dude. I gotta post my stream link to Facebook, man, and Twitter. You know? Everybody loves me, bro. I gotta post my link everywhere just so people don't miss out on this brilliant opportunity to join me on stream today. You know? That's all I'm saying. I just don't want people to miss it. Because I'm a very considerate person. That's all I'm saying. What? No, it's not a COVID-19 update. Low key though, this song goes hard. I like the piano. Piano goes hard here. Alright, I'm done selling out, guys. I'm done. I'm done selling out. I'm finished. You should teach people sound investing, not gambling. I mean, listen, brother. What I always say, I'm not an expert here, man. You know, like, people find a reason to get mad at me, but, like, the reality is, dude, I'm not an expert. Like, I just day trade live. If anything, people can see how risky it is, because sometimes I do lose, right? And I'm not one of those guys that are selling people a dream. I'm just not. I'm the guy that's like, yo, you'll probably lose money, at least for a few years, and maybe even after that, depending on how smart you are. You know, most traders are going to end up losing. A large majority of them are going to end up losing. There's a lot of risk, and even the ones that do end up being successful, they're probably going to lose money for a year before they win, and even then, it's not guaranteed. And so, listen, I call myself the buzzkill of the trading world, bro. So, like, stop yelling at me, man. You know. Yeah, we never lose. That's right, Gavin. We never lose. Never, ever. How rich are you? Dude, I'm super rich, bro. I drive a Toyota. You know? Balling out of control. I feel a lot more movement is in pre-market. All we do is win, 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 no matter what. That's right. All right. Let's look at it. Like I said, I don't mind dip buying some penny stops if we can find them. We just gotta find them, you know. Hey, what's up, D-Cat? I see you. I see you in here. I know, I feel you, Sean. Listen, like I said, man, like I said, I'm the buzzkill of the trading world, dude. I'm probably the only one that's like, yo, you'll probably lose money, you know, 100%. That's the I probably got about 1,000 times I've said that documented, so people know. Because again, like I said, I'm not an expert here. Like, we're just a free resource and community. So like, if people want to join and see what it's actually like to day trade, they can watch, right? If not, that's okay too. But like, I'm not selling a course or a service. In the end, I'm just trying to show people what it's actually like while not claiming to be an expert. And I think I don't think that's a bad thing, you know. All right, but yeah. So looking at these penny stocks, like I said, CTIB here going up like 400%. Going up like 400%, and the reason this is up is because another company showed a 56.9% stake in CTIB. I think it's up a little bit too much though, but we'll see what happens here. I am watching this one. What's up, Blue? I have my Lambo in my toy room. That's right, dude. I've got like 30 Lambos, you know, all day. I'm about to order. You guys don't even know, man. I'm about to order a bunch of prop fake money off of eBay, and then I'm just gonna be balling out of control. I'm gonna start selling courses. It's gonna be called Buy the Dip. It's gonna cost $5,000, and I'm just gonna have a bunch of fake eBay money just to rain on everybody in the video. You know, that's my plan. Don't judge me. Oh, well, dude, I don't even know if you're old to trade, bro. Hey, what's up, Jeremy? Hey, what's up, dude? I feel like I've seen you before, Jeremy. What's up, S Money? Hey, what's up, dude? But yeah, CTIB. We got EMAN. This one is probably the most interesting to me, right? But I got to look up the actual catalyst behind it. But this is probably the most interesting one. Number one, it's right around the whole $1. Like I said, my plan lately, and I think I'm going to wait a little while, though. Because, like, my plan lately has been to buy some of these cheap stocks in pre-market and try to sell into the bell at the open, right? And so I don't mind buying this one right around here with a few hundred shares and seeing if I can catch it. I would have to jump in on the asking price, though. But we could try. Boom. All right, I'm filled. Thinkorswim doesn't really feel you that bad when you get on the ask. And so I'm filled here. I'm going to hold it. I'm going to plan to hold it down to 87. And so I'm risking like 24 cents a share. So risking $48. So we'll see what happens. I need a pick with a suit and a cool pen and a Mac for the Buy the Dip course. I know, bro. Listen, I'm going to be on it, man. I'm going to be on it. I'm going to have so much fake money that I ordered off of eBay that I'm just going to be raining it down on people. You know, that's how I do it. But no, and listen, I'm not against people selling courses. I'm really not. Like, if you know what you're doing, go ahead and sell a course. The smart people sell courses. You know what I mean? Like, if you actually know what you're doing and you have some value to give, like, go ahead and sell a course. I ain't mad at you. You know what I mean? I just think I'm just making a humorous thing about trading in general because you see it a lot. Yeah, for anybody that is just now getting started, my suggestion is to not trade and just to paper trade and just to develop a system and a strategy. If you're not over 18, though, that's not me. I'm not going to give you advice. That's too much liability there for me, brother. but yeah, we'll see what happens. I just bought EMAN. My plan for this one is as long as it maintains over this like 87, 85 level, then I am going to plan to hold this one into the open to see if we can get a rip up to like 150 right at the bell. Like, that's all I really want to do. I just want to get a very short-term swing up in EMAN. Like I said, I'm holding this one with 200 shares. It might be a terrible trade. If you think it's a terrible trade, let me know in the description, in the chat. Sorry, it very well might be, you know. But let me know what you think in the chat. Hey, I appreciate the sub, Ahmad. Welcome, brother. Y'all be like Ahmad. Y'all hit that subscribe button. We do this live for free every single day right here on YouTube. We recently broke 24,000 subscribers. And so y'all hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We do this live every day. Hey, what's up, Bubba? Yeah, for sure. But like I said, I'm not against courses. Like, there's some legitimately good, valuable courses. You know, like, I'm not against it. If you know what you're doing, you know, the smart people understand. Like, listen, the smart people understand that, like, even the best traders, it's still going to be somewhat inconsistent. It's going to be somewhat risky, always, right? And so there's nothing wrong with saying, okay, well, like, I'm a good trader. I have value to give. I'm going to sell a course on it. Like, there's nothing wrong with that, right? That's fine. People hate on anybody that sells a course, but it's just like, you know, really, usually it's people hate on anybody else that sells a course, right? But like, the reality is, selling courses is fine. You just gotta give traders a reasonable expectation for it, which is like, you're probably gonna lose money when you first get started, especially. And you want to have that reasonable expectation, because if you have an unreasonable expectation, it's going to be a lot harder to accept and manage, you know. It is what it is, you know. Yeah, that's what I'm holding, Angelo. I'm holding it right now. What's the best app for pre-market? You can use Webull. Yeah, Webull will allow you to do it. Like I said, let me know what you guys think. Hey, appreciate that, Trader Mike. Shout out to Trader Mike. Boosting up the stream here. Y'all go check out my man Trader Mike's Discord. Like I said, he's got a really active Discord too. So you could be in Trader Mike's Discord while you watch the stream here too. So you can be in both at one time. So don't leave the stream. But y'all go check out Trader Mike's Discord. Super active. Good dude. Like I said, he's got a lot of people in his Discord. I already bought. What's up, Jamie? I already bought. I bought EMAN. There it is. Y'all go join Trader Mike's Discord. Let's do this, guys. We got money to make. What's up, Jamie? Alright. Like I said, we can look at the overall market news. Let me know. Appreciate the sub, Dean. Welcome, man. But yeah, you want a place where you can trade in pre-market. You can use my Webull link. Great way to help support our content here. Like I said, I don't sell a course, I don't sell a service, and so one of the good ways to help support us here is by using some of our links. And so I have a $700 Webull account that I can actually buy in pre-market. And so if you want to use Webull, you can trade in pre-market there. There's the link. Who's joining the bankruptcy buying club? Somebody said, how much money can you make in trading? I mean, it's all subjective, dude. Some people can make a lot. Some people can lose a lot. You can make an infinite amount of money doing so, but the catch is that you could also lose an infinite amount of money doing so. And so, you know, that's what you really want to understand. Like, yeah, you can make money. You can also lose a ton of money, you know. And I think the latter is a little bit more likely, to be honest. How much were my profits yesterday? I ended up making like $270 yesterday, but I probably ended up either down or break even after commissions, right? I certainly overtraded yesterday, and so the goal for today is to not overtrade. I just, like I said, I have my other account here. I ended up being about break even, and yeah, I lost money yesterday. I lost a bunch of money. I must have, like I said, I think I must have traded way too much. I lost like about $500 yesterday. You know, I mean, here's the picture though. Here's the grand scheme. I'm up $8,833 net though. So it's like, yeah, I lost money yesterday, and I'm just transparent and honest about it. And so I did lose money yesterday, but it's okay. Like I said, I think I just traded way too much, and so the goal for today is just to slow it down a little bit. I gotta slow it down a little bit. I gotta give myself a reasonable chance to make some money here. And again, I think what I really got to understand is that I'm just trading too much. You know, like I said, I'm not the best trader ever. I try to be transparent and honest with everybody here, and I did lose money yesterday, apparently. Unfortunate, but it happens when you force trades. What's up, West Coast? What's up, dude? What's up, Savvy? What's up, Rob, Dante, Paul, John? Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, right? Trading all boils down, like, you want to understand trading, right? It boils down to two different things. I talked about it in the video I posted about teaching my wife to day trade. Like, when I taught my wife, Carol, how to day trade, there's a few specific things that I really honed in on. The first one was that support and resistance and technical analysis, right? So she had to understand confirmation. So like when a stock tests the same level multiple times, that's confirmation. Once that level breaks, a lot of the time you're going to get opportunity. And then there's also like ranges with support and resistance. Support meaning something that a level that holds the stock up, and resistance meaning a level that potentially holds the stock down. And so with that, you're going to have confirmations, and you can wait for range breaks, and you just want to look for different ranges in a stock, right? And ranges can go from down to 1 minute range all the way up to the yearly range, right? And it's going to depend which one you use, but ranges are key to understand the market as well. And you're going to get range breaks, like you can see this range here, for instance. Here's a good example. You can see this range right here. You have this range that formed. We got some confirmation there, and then once that range actually broke, you got a really nice big breakdown on the downside, right? So that's just a range break. It's like the opening 30-minute break, and you know that taking advantage of range breaks is gonna, you know, sometimes it's gonna help, sometimes it's not, but that is one of the major components of trading in general. But it's all a little bit different. Everybody's a little bit different with it. How long you been trading? Probably about 3 years, maybe. Hey, appreciate that, Rob. Thank you, brother. What's up? What's up, Vic? Well, welcome, man. Appreciate the subscribe, brother. Hey, thanks, Big Baller. What's up, dude? What's up, Gavin? Yeah, 100% over traded yesterday. Yeah, for sure. Yesterday I was swinging big, man. You're paying more commissions than I am making in my side job. Hey, listen, that's what I do here, you know. But like I said, I'm just trying to be honest with people so they can understand the different pitfalls of trading, right? Trading's a very fickle thing, you know. Not only do you have to trade the right strategies, but you have to trade the right strategies at the right time using the right share size, using good risk reward while you're doing so. And if just one of those things is off, it just throws the entire trade out of whack, right? And that's the big key you want to understand. Like I said, it's kind of a 2 steps forward, 1 step back type of thing. Like, yes, I lost money yesterday, but my account has grown a very solid amount. I'm up $8,833, about $9,000 in this account. And yeah, the last few weeks have certainly been a pullback, but that's inevitable. Like, you're not going to win every day. You're going to lose sometimes, and you got to be okay with that. Hey, I appreciate the sub, Ante. Welcome, brother. Appreciate that. Yeah, but my EMA in trade is up. Like I said, I'm planning to hold this one until the bell. Hopefully we get a rip up to like 30s or 40s. If we get up to 30s, I'll honestly probably take profits. If we get up to $25 in profit, I'll probably scale out of half this thing. But I'm going to wait for that. Hey, but yeah, hey, I appreciate the $2 donation, Rob. Thank you, sir. Thank you, brother. Appreciate the support, man. Like I said, we're not experts here. We're not selling a course or anything like that. And so, you know, great way to help support us. And we definitely appreciate the $2 super chat, brother. Thank you, man. I really appreciate it. Hey, I appreciate the sub. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Y'all be like them. Y'all hit that subscribe button. We do this live for free every single day right here on YouTube. And so, yeah, I'm holding 200 shares of EMA in here. We'll see what we get. I'm trying to be patient with it. I'm trying to be patient. Hey, we got almost 300 people in here, so shout out to them. Y'all remember to hit that like and subscribe button. We do this live for free every day, so if you want to support free content like this, where we don't claim to be experts or anything, hit the subscribe button, click the bell. We got 300 people in here. Hey, I appreciate the sub. Thank you. I appreciate the sub. Y'all be like them. Y'all be like them. Hit that subscribe button. How many trades do you make a day? Yesterday, I probably at least traded like 15 times, I would think. A lot. I traded a lot yesterday, but at the same time, like it's a little bit misleading here because I'm a high volume scalper, right? I scalp a lot. Now, some days I'm going to do well and some days I'm not, but I'm a scalper. And listen, like I said, I'm not claiming to be the most profitable trader ever. I mean, my account's growing and moving up over the long run, which I think is what really matters, is which direction your account is heading. But like I said, I'm not claiming to be the best trader ever. You know, some days I'm going to overtrade. I'm going to revenge trade. I'm going to force trades. I'm going to lose money. And again, that's inevitable in trading. To quote my man Thanos, that's an inevitability. And so with that, you're going to lose. You got to get used to it. It happens. You know, no reason in stressing out too much. I'm probably going to get ready to exit this thing here. See, we're testing the VWAP. If we get up 1 more cent, I'm going to take profits. And at this point, I'm probably going to hold it pretty close to break even. If it breaks under this level now, I just got to exit. I'm hoping we get a surge here. I appreciate it, Jorge. Thank you, brother. Hey, shout out to Vic. Thank you, man. Maybe I should have taken some off there before EMA in. I'm still holding it, but maybe I should have taken some off there. Hey John, if you mind commenting, today is my first pre-market short position that I took on CCL because I think it's way overvalued in this condition, over 12% in pre-market. What do you think? You're shorting this? Well, it all depends on your entry, brother. If I was in it, I would get out if it breaks pre-market high. But again, like I said, this isn't really my style of trade. I don't really like shorting pre-market, and so like with that, it's not really my style, dude. So I don't want to tell you the wrong answer because I very well could. You know what I mean? So like I'm just gonna be honest and say I really don't know. I think it's all relative to your entry and like where your entry actually is. I understand your logic behind it, but I also think it was down big yesterday. And so I tend to look at the extension. So like if it's down big, I would more so rather long it than short it, since it's cheaper. But again, not really my style of trade, and I don't want to tell you the wrong thing, brother. So I'm just gonna say I don't know. Good luck. Hope you kill it, brother. Hope you do well, man. Yeah, I tried, guys. I appreciate the support. But yeah, we're gonna try to take some profits over. Ideally, I guess 25 would be where I want to exit this. But yeah, let's take a look at the overall market news again today, guys. Let's do it. Let me see. Are y'all talking about me in Trader Mike's Discord? I see you. I think y'all are talking about me. Yeah. Hey, I appreciate it. Let me know what you guys think of this trade right here. The good thing is that I'm already up a ton in this trade, right? Ideally, I'd like to see it break up to 25, the $0.25. Like, that's the ideal scenario here. But, hey, good luck to you, man. How long are you going to stream for? I stream for 3-4 hours. Depends. Not all day. I'm not one of those all-day streamers. I ain't got time for that, man. I got kids. But But I do stream until about noon market time. Maybe 11 to noon market time is usually when I close it down. Alright guys, we got 293 people in here. Remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Let's do this. Wish me luck on this trade. Let's try to make some money today. And yeah, let's do this, team. I'm going to go ahead and look at the overall market news. Y'all let me know if EMAN just kind of rips down. I'm going to pull it up on this chart, actually. And that way I can watch it. I'll let you guys know if I decide to exit half of the position on MIN. So yeah, we got CTAV ripping. We got Hertz that's actually bouncing up. CHK, I don't like it yet. SRG, NBR. Like I said, the market is actually up today. And again, if you see this light blue line right here, this is the level where the market closed, right? And so looking at this, the market closed at 301 cent, right, or at 361 cents. And so this light blue line right here is the previous closing price. It tells you where the stock closed yesterday, and that's an important level because it's essentially the red to green level. It's the level where you can see if the stock is green or red on the day. And with that, we can see the SPY itself is actually green on the day. It closed at 361 cents, and now it's at 307.36. And so the SPY is actually up some today. Yeah, with that, let's go ahead and read the overall market news. As I'm reading this news, like I said, just so you guys have an understanding of what I'm doing, I'm looking at my EMAN trade. I'm up a little bit in this trade. If we can get up to 23, 24 or so, I'll take profits. I think we might reject at the $0.25 of 25 as well, but I'm going to let this work, and hopefully we're going to make some money with it. But we're up a decent amount where I can keep the rest pretty close to break even if I really wanted to. But that is what I'm going to be watching as I read the market news today, guys. So just giving everybody kind of a heads up here so we can watch the market and see what happens. John does very well. Every once in a while he does go until. Yeah, for sure, 100%. I definitely go until sometimes. I think that's inevitable too, though. I think people are gonna get frustrated sometimes in trading. Like, trading's an emotional game, man. No matter what people want to say, nobody likes to lose money. Hey, I appreciate the sub, Jay Corporal. Thank you, man. Shout out to Jay. Thank you for the subscribe. Y'all be like Jay and hit the subscribe button. But yeah, I mean, I think nobody likes to lose money. Like, you can get better at losing money. You can condition yourself, which is just about repetition. You can repeat it enough and condition yourself enough to where it doesn't bother you that much. And I think that's kind of where I'm at now, where most of the time losses are fine. I usually try to, my little key to when I lose is I usually make fun of myself, and I tell everybody to make fun of me. Because if you laugh at yourself, the market can't touch you. You know, you just got to learn from your losses and mistakes. But yeah, let's look at the market news and catalyst today. So I'm going to go ahead and quote this, and this is from MT Newswires, and it says, quote, U.S. stocks were set for a sharply higher open Friday, recovering from a brutal sell-off in the previous session as threats of a fresh wave of COVID-19 infections in the country dented hopes for a quick economic rebound. The Dow Jones Industrial Average Futures surged 569 points or 2.3%. The S&P Futures gained 61.5 points or 2%. And NASDAQ Futures increased 141.5 points or 1.5% recently. Oil prices were mixed, with global benchmark Brent crude up 1.7% and U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude down 7.7% recently, as traders remain cautious on concerns that a second wave of infections will hamper demand in the world's biggest economy. Data was released at 8:30 that showed import and export prices rose 1% and 0.5% respectively, and in May compared with the Conade estimates for 0.8 and 0.7% gains. In April's respective declines of 2.7 and 3.3%. At 10 a.m., forecasters see the consumer sentiment coming in at 75 in June versus May's 72.3% reading, or 72.3 reading. In other world markets, Japan's Nike closed at 0.8% lower. Hong Kong's Hang Seng closed at 0.7%, and Shanghai Composite closed at 0.04% lower. And so we have Hertz that's 45% up roughly. We have Tops is bouncing up here, and like I said, I'm still holding EMAN. We're gonna wait for this. Tops is a shipping company. Back, I don't know if anybody remembers the OG DRYS shipping stock that went to the moon a few years ago and came back down in like a day. But like I said, the whole goal here is we're gonna see if we can ride this bad boy up at the bell. Hey, yes sir, always, Sean, always do. Sometimes you gotta scream, sometimes you gotta tilt. Yes, sir. Alright guys, so yeah, I'm holding EMA in. Let's do this. Alright, we got Mitch in here too. Let's get Mitch in here. Alright guys, test. 1, 2, 3. I'm using Thinkorswim from MT Newswires on Thinkorswim. Yo, what's up, man? What's up, dude? Here, let me turn the music down. Alright, let me know how this works. I'm gonna turn the music down, turn Mitch up so you guys can hear him. Let me know if the volume relative to everything is good. What's up, dude?
Good morning. How we doing out there, traders? Hope you guys are getting ready for the day. Another day, and wouldn't you know it, in the aftermarket, what happened, man?
What do you mean?
The stocks went up, man. Stocks went back up. Yeah, aftermarket. Sure. And this is something I've been talking about. I want people to start noticing the pattern. A lot of the times we're getting these bigger moves when aftermarket or pre-market. You know, yesterday's move was big, but at the end of the day, a lot of it, about 50% of that move was done pre-market. And when you think about that, that's a relatively big amount. And I've been seeing this happen often where, let's say, if for some reason we have a weak market day, then the bulls just come in aftermarket and just sweep the SPY right back up. This is something that I'm seeing often. It's definitely a pattern to recognize. The weekdays, they haven't remained weak.
Sorry, just a heads up, your screen's not showing.
Yeah, I won't be having that up for a little bit. I sent the message. I don't think you saw it, but just give me a little bit. I'll show you. If you want, just put up the SPY.
Okay.
All I'm talking about is how in pre-market you're getting these moves, and aftermarket you're getting these moves. So pre-market, what did we get today? From yesterday at 4 p.m. at the close, when we were at 301.08, now we're all the way back to 307.67. So that just shows you what another trending move pre-market. And then what ends up happening is the open brings some chop. So you just got to be careful with that. And that's what I want to really put out there, is kind of start paying attention to a pattern that I've been looking at and noticing that, hey, it might even be better for me to start figuring out how I can trade the SPY pre-market. I might start doing this next week, guys, or even aftermarket trading of the SPY. If I continue to see this pattern, I'm going to take advantage of it. And this is what day traders do. We look for patterns. We look for something to consistently show up. And then once we get that, we know that if it's happening repetitively, that means that probability of it to happen again is more likely than for it not to happen. And so that's what I'm going to be looking for, guys. You guys might even hear a video where you guys, I traded pre-market SPY or aftermarket SPY. I've been looking at this, even one share. I mean, if I take 1-2 shares, I make, $10, $20, and only risk maybe $2. I have no problem with that.
Right.
A little small account, never hurts to make a good 20% gain on a smaller account, especially when you're trying to build it up. Might be looking into this, maybe use a Webull account to do this. I know they allow pre-market and aftermarket, so
yeah, I've been using Thinkorswim too.
Yeah, you got to find what it gives you an advantage, right? We talk about this all the time, John. There's too many kind of ways out there to make your money, but what you got to always look into is what can support me. What do I like? What's my trading style like? And that's how you really find the best places to be in.
Christian says, I appreciate what you guys are doing here. Makes this business feel a little bit less lonely and actually like a community. Hey, we appreciate that, man. Welcome. That's what we try to do, man. Like I said, we're not going to be the greatest traders ever, but we give you something to do. We give you something to watch, and we,
and we're real about it.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest thing at the end of the day.
Right.
Is that you're not getting the where we're just going to be putting up videos, but we don't preach what we do. And then that's what I've been seeing often in the kind of YouTube even community, in the trading community. A lot of the times you're going to see some of the people that might have some good information, some good content, but then you don't know exactly if they use this every single day. And if they don't use it every single day, then it's not valuable, you know? So that's what I really think we do that's unlike everybody else, is that a lot of the information you guys see us use in our content and our videos, you guys will see us actually use it when we day trade. And that, I think, is so vital, not only to show you guys that is the process that you got to use, but more along that we continuously use that process. And that's what brings us to our profits. That's why you see us consistently, majority of the time, end up in the green.
Yes, sir. All right, guys, so we're holding EMA in here, still holding 200 shares. Like I said, the plan for this one, if you're just now joining us, is to see if this one can pop off at the open. If it breaks underneath some of these levels under $1, I think I just got to exit. But one of my favorite strategies lately, specifically in pre-market, is just waiting for stocks to dip down a little bit for me to get a cheap entry and then risk somewhere under $1, hoping that we get a surge up at the bell. And so that's what I'm waiting on. I'm up about 5 cents per share now, so nothing too crazy, but let's do this. Appreciate the sub, Jesse. Hey, y'all be like Jesse. Hit that subscribe button. Click the bell. We appreciate all the subs we've got today. Yeah, y'all go check out my man Killer Mike. I always want to say Killer Mike because I'm used to the guy on TV. Trader Mike's Discord. Really dope Discord. It's got a lot of cool stuff. Very active Discord as well. And like I said, if you're interested in penny stocks, cheaper stocks, it's definitely the place to check them out. And I'll post this link. Y'all go subscribe to the man's Discord. Here's Trader Mike's Discord right here. Hey, we love you too, Sean. I appreciate that, bro. Buying VTVT.
Yeah, guys, check it out. I'm also an active member in that Discord, and I stay up with a lot of people in that chat. So definitely check it out.
We got CHK. Yeah, Gavin. CHK never did much, man. We're still waiting on that one. What do you guys think of this EMAN trade? I'm still holding it. See what we have, though, but waiting on the market open to see if we can find some other opportunities. Another thing I'm interested in, and a little bit more expensive stock now, is AMD here. And the reason I'm looking at AMD is because I don't know if it's going to hit it today. Currently in AMD, like just to show you guys exactly what I'm looking at, currently we're about right here. Like we're right here. And so if we can break over this high, we're about at 55 right now, a little bit under 55. If we could break over like these highs up here at 57s and 58s, we're going to get close to that opening range high. So that is something I'm watching with AMD here too. We have JFIN that's popping off here, and JFIN just took a huge dive yesterday or the day before, but then it rebounded all the way back. So just to put this into perspective, JFIN has been one of the craziest movers lately. Look at JFIN. So on the 10th, JFIN ripped all the way up to $30, came all the way back down to $6, so lost a huge percentage. And then this morning, it is currently up from $3.90s all the way to $6 again. So up about, what, 80% there? So a crazy move there. We'll see what happens, but that's what I'm watching right now, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Let's do this.
All right, John, you could just put the chart up. My best trade, again, going to be looking for that GAN. You know, I have a real bullish outlook in the kind of gambling sector right here in this industry, and I think that it keeps holding the bottom. It does make rips up, so I haven't seen a continuous move up. I've caught in multiple moves right out the gates, just kind of going up and then pulling back to support. So with this stock, you got to be careful because the spread opens up a little bit, but it's fun to watch. It trade also alongside with DKNG. They do have some correlation, but I do see DKNG being a little bit more volatile, and then GAIN having kind of more of a steady support. So I'll keep an eye on those.
Minutes. Let's do this, guys. Hey, remember, hit that subscribe button. It's GAN. Shri. What do you think about ZKIN? ZKIN isn't looking too bad here. I like it over $2. If it breaks under 2, like, you do have an area void of support and resistance. If it breaks underneath 2, just to show you the kind of shadow here, like you can see, there's not many support and resistance areas right here. Under 2 down to like 134. I do think we might bounce at 150, so I think I'd actually prefer that. But I'm kind of looking at this here, that range. If it does break under $2, but as long as it holds over 2, it's interesting, and I would look to see if it pops up here. But I'm waiting for that. We're gonna try to wait and be patient for it. We're talking about Trader Mike's. We're talking about Trader Mike's Discord, Steve. Pretty active Discord, really dope Discord. What's up, James? What's up, brother? Let's do this, guys. So yeah, like I said, I am holding EMAN. That's probably what I'm going to focus on at the open today. Try to do the same plan, which is just try to let this one work a little bit and see if we get a surge at the bell. And if not, I'm going to get out around $1. If I can get out close to break even, that's going to be completely fine with me. But I would like to get it up over, 130, over 140, maybe up to like 150. If it gets over 130s, I'll probably end up just scaling out of this one though. Like I said, we're going to probably run into some issues with Thinkorswim. Yesterday, they refused to fill me, or the other day, they refused to fill me even with a market order at the bell. And so Thinkorswim's been a little bit slow to fill me at the open. But even after this trade, I'll still have another trade, and I still have Webull trades. I think I should have a few trades on Webull left too. Let me pull up my Webull account as well. So yeah, guys, like I said, we're going to be trading on a lot of different places. Thinkorswim, Webull, we're still using TEFs, and so we got a lot of different. We're going to be trading on a lot of different platforms here. I've been having some fun trading on these though. Let me see how many day trades I have on Webull. I still should have some. Yeah, so I have 2 day trades on Webull too, so I can trade a few times. So I've got money in Webull, I've got money in Thinkorswim, and we're gonna trade on TEFs too. Hope you all have an awesome week. I decided to take this week off as we are remodeling my condo. Hey, that happens, James. That's the right mindset to have, brother. Mitchy Rich, yeah, Mitchy Rich here. He's here. The man, the myth, Mitchy Rich.
What up, guys? I'll be having my screen up in 2 seconds. Just gotta fix something up this morning. Had some issues, so just gotta fix something. But I'll be up in 2 seconds.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking about doing, David. David said EMAN volume is big right now. EMAN volume is big right now. Let it pop at the open and sell into it, then see what happens. That's exactly what I'm probably thinking about doing, and I'm hoping that's been my plan lately, which is that I'll buy it on a dip. I'll buy some of these stocks on a dip. The only thing I don't like about EMAN, just to be honest here, is that it's below the VWAP, and the VWAP actually it respected the VWAP when it popped back up. Like you can see, this purple line is the VWAP in pre-market, and you can see how well it actually respected the VWAP there. So I do not like that. Obviously, I'm going to be fine no matter what. It's not a huge trade, but that is something I do not like for this chart right now, is that it did reject at the VWAP level, and it's now dropping down to basically break even on the trade. Unfortunately, I think I have to let it test these levels here, though. If I'm really looking at it, I think I have to let it test these levels down here too, like maybe let it test 104. Really specifically, the whole $1 is what I really need to let it test. But we're getting close to the open. We're about 5 or 6 minutes away. I couldn't imagine this thing drops all the way down under 90 cents before the bell, but crazier things have happened. And so wish me luck, guys. Let's do this. We almost got 400 people in here, so remember to subscribe if you haven't already. We day trade live on stream for free every single weekday morning. Hey, nice dragons. Nice, man. Congrats, brother. Hey, no stress, Tyler. Appreciate that. How can you tell on Webull how many you have left? You go to account, and then you look at day trades left. It'll tell you how many you have on that specific day. I have 2 left today. Tomorrow I'll have 3 if I don't trade today. Alright guys, NKLA has actually been ripping up too today. NKLA, this has been one of the most volatile stocks in the last few weeks. NKLA, a lot of people have talked about this one. Recent IPO'd at 31.20, or IPO'd at 37.55 on the 4th of June. So that was on last Thursday for NKLA. So recent IPO has been going pretty crazy here. Again, if you're just now joining us, Hertz is actually up pretty big as well. Again, so Hertz is up to about 350 right now, and we're gonna wait for that. We got about 3 minutes into the bell, guys. 3 minutes. So like I said, hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet. We're almost to 400 people in here before the bell even, and so let's do this. Let's keep pushing. We're gonna try to hit 500 people here again today. So show your support, guys. But yeah, just to put it into perspective, I am holding EMA in. Gonna try to ride this one up at the open. That's probably what I'm gonna focus on. I'm gonna do exactly what David said, which is what I was actually thinking about beforehand. It's actually the strategy I've been using lately, which is I look to buy at a dip in pre-market, and then a lot of these pennies will at least get a quick spike at the bell, right? And so I'm going to look for a small spike at the open that I can at least take half of the position off, and then I'm going to try to give the rest time to work. If we break under $1, I'm really going to start to probably get ready to exit this one, as long as Thinkorswim will let me, and so that's what I'm really looking at here. So let's do this, guys. I'm going to start to get everything ready, and let's do this.
All right, guys, I'm up here. You guys can see me now. All right, guys, top stocks also. I'm going to be watching a bunch of my penny plays, guys. One of them already ripping massively. CLDX. A call out I put in the penny stock video that was released on Wednesday night, already really ripping. If you look at CLDX, you're going to see it all the way up by $9. This is something that we put out on Wednesday, and from Thursday till now, we've already made a over 100% move. This is something I talked about in the video, which one of these stocks was going to do it. I wasn't exactly positive, but I knew that one of them had a potential of doing this, and this is exactly what we got here, guys. CLDX is up more than 115% from that call, and that's it. I made this call, really. I made this video on Monday, guys, so it's not like I was looking at on Tuesday what this stock was and why I wanted to grab it. I was looking at this stock over the weekend, and over the weekend, this stock was down by 350. So you can see a crazy move from when I was really looking at it is close to 200% move there. So definitely a crazy move in that CLDX. Another one I'll keep keeping watch is WKHS. You know, I talked about this one, guys. Watch Tesla today. If the dragon gets strong, I think so will WKHS. Another one that's on my watch, guys, I'm keeping an eye out for DVAX. I mentioned that one in the penny stock video, and also IMGN. IMGN did almost exactly what I thought it would do. In the video, I mentioned a potential buy spot near 425s, and then a move back up closer towards 480s and 5. We're already up in the 460s pre-market here, and we swung as soon as we hit 428. So those are the kind of things that I look for, guys, just so you guys can understand how I approach these penny stocks.
All right, here's the bell.
If I'll take them, it'll have to be with a good measure.
All right, guys. So like I said, I'm holding 100 shares of this trade here. Let me make sure you guys can see it. There you go. So I'm holding 200 shares of EMA in. I'm looking for a slight surge at the open, a quick push if we can get it. And I'm not going to be super greedy with it. If we do break under $1, I'm going to start preparing to exit this one. But hopefully Thinkorswim does me a little bit better today than it did the other day. But small trade so far. We're going to try to catch this one. We are up $18 in it right now. But again, we're going to try to let it work. And there's 22s. Let's make sure Thinkorswim does me right today. Let's try to sell the market. There we go. Alright, so it let me sell half. I just got out of half of the position on EMAN, guys. Sold into the rip at the bell. And we're going to try to hold a little bit longer and get out the rest with the market order if we can. I ideally would like to see a move. Yesterday I got caught in the halt for what was it? What did I get halted in yesterday? I'm gonna get out here. So I made $22 on the day. We'll see what else we can find. I still have a few day trades left on Thinkorswim, but a small win on Thinkorswim. We're gonna try to move on to some other stuff to trade here. All right, guys, let's do this. I just noticed you guys couldn't really see that. So look, here's the trade. There we go. Sorry. Alright, guys.
Alright, guys, I'm back. I just had a little bathroom break. You know how that goes.
Yeah. AMD breaking down under lows here. What should I trade? If you guys see any penny stocks ripping, let me know. Because AMD's breaking down here. I'm going to get in with 500 shares of AMD. See if we can catch a quick trade here with a rip underneath the $0.50. Very volatile time in the morning, though, but we're going to try to catch a break here for AMD. Ooh, I'm going to get out half there. I was up $60 at one point. Very fast bounce back, but we're still green. We're going to let this work. Holding 200 shares left. Maybe I got too greedy on the last little bit for AMD. Just a fast rebound there. Just trying to break down. There we go. That's much better. I'm just going to get out here. Actually, I think I'm going to let it hold 56 if we can. Alright, I'm going to get out half here just because we're bouncing up very fast. So I'm holding 100 shares left of AMD, trying to give it time to break down to the 30s. There's 30s. I'm going to get out the rest there. And so I'm up about $50 on the day with that AMD trade.
Alright, guys, just took a little bit there of WKHS for this pullback. Don't want it to go under 60s. I'll probably cut it there. Another one to watch today, guys. Really on the move. Dave & Buster's. Dave & Buster's.
Like I said, if you guys see some penny stocks popping off, let me know. I'm starting to watch a few of them here. NAKD starting to rip. AMD's pulling back some. Uber 2 up. CLPS. What did I miss with my trade on EMAN? Okay, so it looks like I got out at the right time. So I made my money before that one ended up dropping. Market dropped originally at the bell. We're now actually moving up. So if we start to break highs in the market, like, so to put it into perspective, the SPY is at 307.90 right now. If we break 308.35s or so, and really especially 308.50, we're going to get a surge in a lot of other stocks too. And so we're going to wait and see if we catch that or not. But we are going to get a surge in some other stocks with that move. GNUS ripping up. Okay, let's take a look. Ooh, GNS did rip up, man. One of my favorite strategies is actually the red to green move in some of these penny plays. Very profitable way to approach them.
Tesla back up there, guys, to VWAP. I added a little bit there. I'm holding to a essentially 10-cent risk here on WKHS, but the strongest one in the industry is Tesla.
Yeah, GNUS is absolutely ripping, guys. It's kind of pulling back a little bit. It's a 450 stock. I think I'm just going to wait here, but it is pulling back a little bit, which might give us an opportunity. It's pulling back to that pre-market high at 450 for GNUS.
Interesting one with a bigger range and kind of a big spread is Lake.
I did not buy GNUS yet. I'm watching it, but the pullback was too much.
Big order here. Oh, sorry about that.
Go ahead. You're good.
Big order at 360 here on WKHS. There was 100,000 shares put up there.
Yeah, I think I'm finding that my strategy that works the best, guys, is just waiting for markets to, waiting for a stock to dip in pre-market and then instead attacking that, letting it spike up a small amount at the bell. But the key here is you got to sell at the open. And it would have worked yesterday, too. I wouldn't have lost money if Thinkorswim would have filled me where I wanted to yesterday. So I'm finding this to be an actually, a pretty effective strategy, I will say. GNUS, I like this level for GNUS though, especially if it holds above 450. If GNUS holds above 450, it looks strong. I'm not saying it's going to, but if it holds over 450, it looks pretty strong. I could probably buy a few hundred shares of GNUS too, but it's got to hold over 450. Market's pushing up. Remember, guys, if the market ends up breaking 308.50, I think that's a very strong move. And if the market itself breaks 308.30 for the S&P 500, then we are breaking above the previous high of the day. And that could be a very profitable way to approach the market as well. And so I think I'm going to wait for that a certain extent here and just see if we can get a move above there for the market. And if not, like I said, I'm trying to be patient today. I've already made 50 bucks, and we're going to try to keep it going here and try to keep it moving. But again, I think I got to be a little bit more patient than I was yesterday for sure.
All right, guys, looking to add some more shares if we can grab it at 65s.
Alright, guys, so we got 436 people in here. Remember to smash that like button, guys, if you haven't already. Like, we're just a free day trading community. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't as well. I'm going to look at AMD for a short if we break under these lows here. And GNUS over 450 looks interesting. I don't know which ones to buy, man. I'm not one that'll tell you which ones to buy too. I really don't know. I'm scared to tell people the wrong answer. Hey, appreciate the sub. Hey, why? Thank you, brother. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate that.
All right, guys, looking for a little dip here in the 68s, and I will be adding into WKHS, guys. Looking to take a big swing right here.
Alright, guys, the market's heading up, about to break that high. I'm going to long AMD if it does, over 55 specifically. Alright, guys. Like I said, market's starting to rip up over that high. I think I gotta wait for. I don't hate GNUS here. It's pretty cheap right here, but too much of a chance that it's gonna break down. There's the market breaking highs. Let me see if I can find something else to attack this one. What's MU doing?
All right, guys, this is looking great now. We're above VWAP. Let's see if this starts really spiking here. Red to green buy here, and now we're up to 75s. Going to look for it to break 80s and take some profit.
Alright, guys, so market just broke over that 308.50 level. A lot of stuff is not following it though. Like the SPY just broke over those highs in pre-market, which is a pretty bullish sign in the overall market. But again, not too many things are following it that I'm specifically watching. Like most of the time I watch microchip and cannabis stocks. Nothing really super obvious in correlation there yet today. Still looking at Uber. Now Lyft on the other hand is breaking highs. Now I don't mind Lyft here. I might take Lyft with a few hundred shares at first.
I'm liking this gain. Bottomed out there a couple times. Think it might try one more time, so I'm going to be patient here before it rips through 850. But DKNG, a good rip out today.
I just jumped in with 200 shares of Lyft. We're going to try to give this one time to work, see if we can break over those highs. We are at 37.30s for Lyft. There's 33s. Just a small position here for me. Just because the market's ripping up, I think we'll get a short-term bounce.
All right, Tesla ripping up, guys. NKLA coming right back to VWAP, looking strong. I'm feeling confident about this WKHS. I'm trying to add to the position, but it has to be at the right price because you don't want to push your average price way too high up. Right now, I'm slightly below VWAP. I want to keep myself at that VWAP.
So here's the move. Nice. I'm going to take half off of my position here for Lyft. Banked a little bit of money, holding 100 shares left. We're going to see if we get it up to the $0.50. Spread's a little bad. It's about a 4 or 5 cent spread, but that's okay because we've already taken profits. And so we're going to try to let it work up to the $0.50. 37.50 is ideally where we want to see this one. And I could just probably hold the rest pretty close to break even on this trade if I really wanted to. So we're going to see. We got the rip above. Market's starting to pull back a little bit, which might influence it, but I don't mind letting it work a little bit here. There's 43s, 45s. Thinkorswim's lagging again. All right, we're going to get out the rest there. That's close enough. So $72 up on the day, 2 trades. 72 bucks up. We're going to continue to see what we get. Looking at AMD if it breaks highs here. AMD has to break over 55.07, but if it does, I'm probably going to pounce onto that one. I got 200 shares, Steven, my bad, bro. Sorry, I forgot you were Steven. But yeah, I got 200 shares, dude. I mean, no, Fernando, I don't, but it's all subjective, dude. Hey, thank you, Akram. Thank you, brother. Hey, nice, Jordan. Hey, congrats, dude. Hey, we got almost 450 people in here, guys. Hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't yet.
I'm just hanging out, man. Hanging out in WKHS.
Hey, my man, Triple I. I'm gonna call you Trip. Thank you, man. Appreciate the sub, bro. Welcome, Trip. I appreciate the love, dude. Yeah, for sure, Manny. 100%. You gotta be consistent. Alright, so we're getting some chop for AMD, MU. Ooh, look how choppy. This is the choppiest I've seen MU in a long, long time. But if we break under 50 in MU, here's MU right here. Look at this range. I love this range right here. It looks choppy, it looks terrible, but I actually love this range because if we break underneath this, I'm gonna short it. And so that's what I'm giving you a heads up. And if we go over this, I'm gonna long it. So that's what we're waiting on. Like I said, we should do fine. Alright, let me put myself up here.
All right, guys, I'm catching up with the chat. If you guys see any ticker you want me to take a look at, go ahead and let me know. I'm just hanging out in WKHS, so I'll take a look for you.
Alright, SPY looks like it's going to make its second try here to continue breaking highs. We're at 308.70s. The highs are now at 309.13 for the SPY. Like I said, MU breaks under 40, really breaks under 50 in a obvious way. We're going to short it. And if it breaks over 50.40 right here, we're going to long it. But I really like this opening range so far. Hey, I appreciate the sub, Lewis. Welcome, man. Thank you, bro. Welcome.
All right. Just want to let everyone know what's the changes from the open. The industrials are leading, guys. So look for maybe the airlines, the cruise lines to be hot right now. they're definitely leading. So all right, guys, we're almost up to about $40 on this WKHS trade. I'm going to take some off here as we look to start ripping towards the 80, and then from that point on, we'll definitely look for a pullback buy if we get a chance.
I'm probably about to short ACB, guys, with 500 shares with the risk. Not anymore. It dropped too much. I was just about to short it. I'm gonna cry because of it. No, I got something in my eye. But yeah, I was just about to short ACB at 50, but we got the drop too soon. Looked good, but a little bit too late now, unfortunately. That setup on ACB is what we call a fake out fade, but just barely missed it by about 15 seconds maybe.
All right, team, just sold some there, and WKHS guys sold some there. Got some out at 77. Wanted 78, but that's not a big deal. We're already pushing up there to almost an 80 breakout. The real key is to take some shares off by VWAP and give myself a chance to just be stress-free, break even on the rest, let this go through 4 if it wants to rip.
I'm looking at AMD and MU. I'm going to bring 2 windows up here. AMD starting to rip over this high. I might take it. I'm also looking at MU, but I think AMD has been a little bit more, had a little bit more momentum today. And so if we get a break specifically over this 5507 level for AMD, I'm almost certainly going to long it. And we're going to wait and see. Uber has a fade going on right now. Too late for me, though. But we do have a fade going on in Uber right now. What's up, Barty? What's up, Matt? Yeah, what's up? What's up? Yeah, we have music playing. Hey, my man Trading Mike. Dropping our Discord link, man. I appreciate that, brother. When should I sell VRM? I have no idea, dude. I don't want to tell you yes or no. You look at the next resistance level. How much risk are you okay with? Where's your entry? That's a very subjective question. It's gonna be a loaded question, man. There's gonna be a lot of different answers. So I don't want to tell you the wrong answer. So I'm just gonna say I don't know. Alright, so we are getting a drop here, so with that I'm going to pivot onto MU. Look for this range break right here. Look at this range. I love this range right here. We get a break under 50. I'm going to attack MU. I'm still looking at AMD and MU here. Market's pulling back to the VWAP, so the market's pretty rangy today. Nothing too crazy.
All right, guys, now it's pushing on the 380s, guys. It's trying to rip out. I'm giving it a chance. What I would really like to see is Tesla and NKLA hold here, or NKLA just rip through the VWAP here, and then Tesla VWAP bounce. But I'm going to give it a chance, and that's what I can do here.
Alright, I'm in MU, just scalped 500 shares. I'm in with 500 shares of MU. We're going to try to take profits fast here, but we did get that range break that I was looking for originally. Alright, I'm going to take half off there. Going to hold this 200 shares. See if we get a breakdown to like 80. Hold the rest pretty close to break even, I think. I'm going to take another half off there. Like I said, 80s or so. I'll probably just get out the rest there. Alright, so I'm up 103 on the day. This is the range break in AMD that I was talking about. You can see the nice little momentum push that we got once 50 broke. And so that's why I said that it may look choppy, and it was choppy, just to put it into perspective. But with chop, you get ranges that form, and with ranges that form, you get momentum when they break. So that's what we just got. Now I'm looking at ACB here. Man, remember, I was talking about shorting ACB right here. Just didn't quite catch it, unfortunately. Market's dropping. The big thing with ACB is to see whether it's going to hold this 1338 level as resistance now that it broke underneath it. The problem, though, is the spread. The the spread is too big relative to the movement, the range of the stock. EMAN halted? If it's halted on the way up, I'm going to be angry. It is. Alright, listen. There's nothing I can really do there. Like I said, I got to protect myself with some of these penny plays, and there's nothing I can really do. I'll take it, but I made some money. That's all I can really ask. What did I make? I made $22, $22.50 to be exact. But I'll take it. Small account on Thinkorswim. But now EMAN is going to completely go crazy here. Watch. I know some Blackwells. I had a friend named Jonathan Blackwell growing up from Louisiana that I knew. He had a cousin that I knew too.
Alright guys, IMGN, my other penny stock that I put out in the top video, bouncing off the VWAP there, guys. Looking good. I would like to get it at VWAP. It's a little bit too extended for me here at 56. Would like to get it closer to the 50 so that I could risk right underneath it at the 45s or 40. But it does look like it's moving a little bit today. CLDX went straight down at the open. I'll be looking for a red to green play in there.
AMD. Did AMD break that high? It did, man, it did. There it is. I just put Mitch up. I'm going to try to catch this for AMD, but alright, I'm in with 500 shares of AMD right here.
Alright guys, if you guys see my screen right now, you see that 102 order at 380 for WKHS. That's actually a positive sign. That's a big bid just thrown in there, and I saw the big bidder step in earlier. I'm looking for him to push it to $4. I won't be mad at him.
Alright, so I'm in AMD. I'm writing this one up now. I'm going to get out the rest there. So up 130 on the day. Like I said, both of those, AMD and MU, were both trades that I talked about here. Look at this. And this is a really good example on range breaks, guys. So, like, you might see the market and be like, man, this sucks. It's choppy. You're like, this is boring. There's nothing going on. It's so rangy. But the key here, guys, it's like I put out in my video this weekend. Ranges can be profitable, right? You look at the range here. And you see when the range breaks, I get a nice 15-20 cents to take advantage of. And I scalp it, I get out. I get in and out very quickly, taking advantage of that range. And again, it boils down to, like, people say day trading is a scam and it's a fraud. But it's like I was able to call both of those out minutes before they happened and then show you guys exactly how I approach it. And ranges can be very profitable. You just have to be able to see them. And I think as you get better and as you stare at charts longer, you're going to be able to see ranges more and more. And they're going to become a little bit more obvious to you as time goes on. But yeah, up 130 on the day. I'll put Mitch back up since I know Mitch is still holding something. But not a bad day so far. No losses yet. No losses yet.
What's going on, traders? How we doing in the chat? Just trying to catch up with some of the chat here. How we doing? All right, JFIN, that was halted. I know you knew about that. What's going on, Manny? How we doing?
Your dad's from Louisiana? Oh, yeah.
All right, guys. Tesla's starting to break down there. A little concerning for my WKHS position, but NKLA still holding the support there. I'm going to try to see if it comes back to VWAP from here, and Tesla's just kind of stopping some traders out.
Oof, man, I should have held a little bit of an AMD. I could have made a little bit more, but that's okay. Yeah, 100%. MC. That's right, man. Yeah, it works super well. Yeah, T2 applies.
Alright, guys, I'm seeing department stores down again. Look at Macy's, big flip there. JWN, big flip. I can tell you, there's not often times where we get this on the industries. I've been seeing industrials almost at the top, but really technology and healthcare is at the top. Usually industrials is a little bit separated from those two because of the cyclical trade of switching from technology to industrials. But today I'm actually seeing a good amount of strength there. The ones that are positive on the day: technology, healthcare, consumer cyclical, communications, and industrials. The ones that went red: financials, utilities, real estate, and energy.
Yes, sir.
Big drop there for WKHS. It could be a big buyer stepping up there that knocked it down. So let me see the share size that went through.
Yeah, I'm going to leave you up. I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick, guys, so I'll be right back. Mitch is going to hold it down until then, so I'll be back, team.
Yeah, guys, we're just going to hold break even here because that could have been a big buyer. I saw 7,400 shares go through at 73 here. That could have been what I call the VWAP bounce buyer. So I'm going to let him try to buy up here. I'm still in at 368. So this is the really good thing about taking some profit early into the trade. Since I did that, I can just stick around in this trade and let the trade work for me. I talk about this in my videos. Once I get into this position, it's sit back, let it rip. And if it rips, it rips. If it doesn't, you can't be upset. All you can do is always get yourself in this position. Would like to see Tesla back up here, guys, back above VWAP. Don't want to see it test the low. If it tests the low, we're probably going to have to get out of our trade, but that's okay, because what we're doing is we're leaving it break even. If it touches us and gets us out, oh well, but we're going to give ourselves a shot. That's what I try to do every day, guys. Give myself a shot to make some money. That's all we can do. The rest is the market. All right, guys, how we doing? Do I think the drop will echo? Well, this morning it looked like it was, but that push in pre-market could be a little scary. I am seeing it top out a little bit there at 308, and when you think about it, that's a $6 move back up, so we could get maybe like a $3 move down, maybe to 304s. So just be careful here. Just in case the SPY starts cracking. But if I would have to see a move towards, let's say, 306 for me to really start seeing that crack. Want to see a VWAP bounce happen here in WKHS, but if it doesn't happen, probably just stop us out. IMGM pulling back there to 450s. Looks interesting to me.
All right, I'm back. What's up, guys? All right, so Fernando has a really good question that we can touch on here. Fernando says, could you please just give me a small recommendation on how to manage the T2 timeline? I really had a bad loss because of it. Okay, so the T2 rule, basically, it stands for the transaction plus 2 days, right? And so with that, you have to give your broker, your platform, 2 days for the funds to settle back into your account after each transaction. Now, some platforms and brokers will put the money back into your account sooner. Like I'm noticing with Thinkorswim, it's not really 2 days, it's about a day, right? So some will put the money back into your account in a fast, quick way, but not all of them. And that's just a timeline behind it. And so it's gonna vary from person to person. The way you get around it is just you have to have a larger account, right? Like if you have $1,000 account, the T2 rule is gonna really hurt you, right? But if you've got like 5 or 10 grand in your account, you know, you could use less equity per share or per trade and consequently be able to trade more, if that makes sense. And so I guess the easiest way to do it, the easiest way to get around it would just be to trade smaller. You know, use less shares, because that's going to ultimately use less account equity and thus going to allow you to trade a little bit more. But again, not an investment professional, not liable for any losses anybody takes in the market. This is just my own personal preference in trading, so just giving you a heads up on that. Don't sue me, you know. But we'll see what we get, guys.
All right, guys, we had another question in the chat here from Daniel. He asks, is a 10% a good target, or is 10% greedy? What do you aim for? So I answered really that I don't really take trades based off of the percentage. I do cents per trade. That's just what I learned to focus on, and it helps me not worry about too many things. But some traders do use percentage, and if you do use percentage, I would focus it like this: if I'm gonna get a 10% trade out of a 5% risk, then I think that's fine. I personally try to never take a trade that's going to be less than a 2-to-1 return, just because my accuracy level would need to be so high that I would need to keep it up like at 60-80% for me to go for 1-to-1 trades. So I stick to the 2-to-1 to trade. Really, my best trades are 4-to-1 and 5-to-1 looks. So if we were thinking about this, that would be like maybe taking a 50% reward outlook with only a 10% risk, and that's what I try to do, guys.
I'm looking at MU. I might short a little bit here under the $0.50, anticipating that it rejects here at 50. Very close. You know what? I'm gonna scale down a little bit and short this here. So I'm in with 300 shares here. Not the kind of push I wanted, but we're in with 300 shares. We're just looking for a quick breakdown under the whole dollar. That's all we want to see. We're about to break even right now. There we go. There's 98.
All right, SPY looks like it's trying to VWAP bounce here. Be careful if you are short, but it does look like it's trying to VWAP bounce here. All right, team. IMGN, one of my penny stocks, starting to push up there. Now up there to 57s, looking like it's trying to push to 60. What I like about that one is there's tight risk and reward. You like really tight setups.
Sorry, I just got out of my trade there. Took about a $35, $40 loss. Looking at AMD potentially bouncing, and still looking at ACB here too. But first loss of the day. Let me see what I lost on it. That's my P&L so far. Not bad. Oh, thank you, buddy. That looks great. That looks great.
PUBG? Someone wants me to play PUBG? I actually have a controller.
PUBG?
I have that, yeah, I have that PUBG. Yeah, I have the PUBG controller.
Oh, yeah, it's PUBG.
I really never really played it.
Where's Traveling Trader?
Check it out.
There he is.
All right, guys. We get WKHS to push right back up to the highs. That's why I take profit there, guys. A lot of times, if you don't take profit when it first got above VWAP, when it went back to VWAP, you're gonna feel the pressure to stay in the trade. And this is one of the things that I like to do, is take some profit and not feel the pressure in staying in the trade. I can just stay in the trade because I've already taken some.
Looking at ACB here, guys. I might short this one. It just depends on the risk. All right, so I'm short here. We're gonna get out if it breaks above the $0.50. About break even in it now. I don't like my entry that I got here, but I like this rejection. Let me pull this up. Yeah, I think I need to stay away from ACB though. I just don't like the risk here. It's just a little bit too rangy and the spread's too big, but we're already in it. We're gonna try to let this work here. I like this breakdown. gonna get out this. I just don't like it. I'm gonna take the small, tiny loss here. I just don't like it. The volume's not good enough for ACB right now, so we're gonna move on to something else. The volume's just not where I want it to be. MU looks a little bit better here as we're breaking down. Alright, so I'm in MU with 300 shares. There we go. 80s. I'm gonna take half off there. Holding 100 shares left. 81, 79s. There we go. I'm gonna get out there. So up 106 on the day. I liked AMD, or I liked MU a lot better. ACB just had too low a volume, so I'm enjoying trading MU, but ACB just had a tad bit too low volume. What's up, too fast? Okay, rejected the VWAP.
Potential VWAP bounce play, guys. DKNG. Gain just bounced back strong to the VWAP, giving me a sign that the industry might push up here. It is just sitting there. DKNG has a support at 37.40, so understand there's probably about a 30-cent risk there, but it does look like an interesting chart. All right, guys, Tesla breaking down there. If NKLA breaks down here, I'm probably just gonna have to get out of my WKHS for a little while and then look to retime in.
Yeah, I'm kind of honing in on AM or MU here. Alright, I'm in with 1,000 shares of MU. Like I said, I don't mind scaling up as I start to build up a little bit of profit. Maybe I should listen to my own advice though, because I told myself I was gonna slow down a little bit today, and so with how I've been this week, I probably should have scaled down in share size now that I think about it. But it's alright. We're gonna try to give it some time to work. Hey, I appreciate the sub today. Fernando, thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Lewis, Fernando, thank you guys. Welcome. And so I think I got to give myself a risk of this $50 level. I think that's probably where the most reasonable risk area is. And I think I have to be patient enough to let it work that level, unfortunately, even though it's kind of a big risk trade. But like I said, I think after this trade, I think I need to follow my advice and just scale down a little bit. I think it's been a tough enough week to where I probably shouldn't be taking 1,000 shares. But you know, like I said, we built up some profit on the day to take a swing, so. Alright, there's 86s. You know, I was honestly thinking about unloading a little bit of position there, but I ended up not, and so we're gonna give it time. Like I said, we want to see a breakdown under here, ideally. And I think if we get it back to break even, unless I see a lot of momentum in my direction, I'm actually gonna take a little bit off here, just to protect the trade. I'm going to take a little bit off here just to protect the trade. I'm holding 500 shares left. I think I just got in with too big of size, and when I noticed that I'm uncomfortable in the position, I would more so rather unload some of it so I'm not so nervous in the trade. Hey buddy, what you doing, man? I actually don't mind it here though, it doesn't look bad, but I'll give it a second. Hold on, I gotta see what my son's doing, he's in there causing trouble. So I'll be right back. Alright. Alright, I'm back. So the strategy was just anticipating that it was going to hold here at 50. I think I got in way too early, but like that was the initial strategy I was looking at. You have this really obvious range here at 98, and so I was just looking for it to hold underneath there, but again, I think I jumped in a little bit too early, if I'm being honest with myself about it. So I'm trying to give it time to see if we get a breakdown to like here, 49.60 ideally, but I tried to scale out of some just to protect the trade, and if it breaks over 96, I just got to get out. Hey, what's up? What's up, Todd? How you doing, dude? What's the symbol for Sony? Is it SONY? It should be, right? No. What's Sony's symbol? So here's the breakdown. Maybe I should have just been patient with it, but again, I think I was trading a little bit too large for what I was actually comfortable with here, team, which is completely fine. We're gonna try to give it some time to break down under here, but like I said, I did unlearn a little bit of the position when I noticed that I was a little uneasy in the trade. But if we can get it down to 75, I'll take some profit off here. SNY? Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, they're gapping up because of it. Just low volume though, unfortunately. Alright, there we broke down under 80s for a split second before rebounding immediately back up here. Alright, there's 80s again. Okay, 79s, 78s, 77s. Alright, I got out half there at 75. I got myself about to break even now, but if I can get out break even, that's fine. I just noticed too much risk. The overall strategy worked, and so I'm going to let this 100 shares work a little while longer. Get out a little bit more there. Nice. Alright, I'm going to get out the rest there. So I ended up making a little bit. It could have been a much larger win. I kind of butchered the trade, but we're fine. S&E. Let me check it out. Oh, S and Y is different. Yeah, S and E is Sony. Okay. Yeah, I'm watching that one. Not bad. Just broke lows. I mean, we'll see what happens with the rest of it. But hey, I appreciate the sub, Martin. Y'all be like Martin, guys. Hit the subscribe button. We do this live for free every single day right here on YouTube. Not only do we trade mid and high cap stocks, but I also was trading ENAM at the bell this morning, and so I traded ENAM this morning. So we do trade penny stocks too, or what is it? EMAN. Yeah, I do trade penny stocks too. I missed out on some profit here for EMAN, but I dip bought this one down here at 110 or so, and you know, got scared out at the open. But we do trade penny stocks here on Thinkorswim, on Robinhood, on Webull. We trade it all here. We do everything here. We're the greatest traders ever. No, I'm just kidding. We're just a free resource and community for traders to get together. And so if you appreciate content like that, hit the subscribe button, guys. We do this live for free every single day. We're not experts here. We're just a resource for traders to get together, bounce ideas off of. We show you guys what works for us specifically, but it might not work for you. And so just understand that, and let's keep making money today, guys. Let's do it. Y'all hit the subscribe button, show support for what we do here. Alright, MU breaking under lows now. Maybe I want to scalp it again. I'm going to do what we call a resistance scalp here, and I'm going to try to give myself a 66 risk if I can catch it in time, anticipating that MU quickly breaks under the 60s level. I might just be flat out wrong though, but I'm in with 500 shares, and I was just flat out wrong. We're going to give it one more second. Okay, well, Just reject. Okay, 61s. Alright, we're gonna ideally break down to the 49.50 level. I'm trying to give MU to break down here, but I do not like that rip. I'm going to get out there, protect it. Hey, I appreciate the sub, John. Burge, Martin, thank you guys. Welcome. Yeah, I ended up getting out of there in MU. Kind of, I think I gotta slow it down a little bit here. I appreciate it, Dean. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Yeah, it looks like I got out of MU at the right time here. Hey, I appreciate that, Beth. Y'all be like Beth. Y'all be like Dean. Y'all hit that subscribe button. We do this live for free every day. I appreciate the support, guys. This is my P&L on the day. Been a little bit swingy though, but not too bad. Now, I don't mind getting stubborn here with MU though. Maybe I should pivot to like AMD here. Alright, I'm in an AMD real quick. Scalping that low break on AMD. Here we go. Man, I barely missed out on my profit, man. I took half off trying to catch it at 35, but I only caught it at like $15 in profit. Man, frustrating. It's just kind of how it goes with scalping, I guess. Ugh. About break even right now. AMD acting a little shady, but now it's finally back green. Alright, 69, 68s. Man, AMD's trying to break down here. I'm trying to catch it with the market, but alright. I'm not gonna scale out anymore. It's not worth it. I'm gonna get out the rest here, and then I don't mind jumping back in AMD if it ends up breaking under this level at 50. But I just jumped out there, took the money. Hey, thank you, Manny. I appreciate that, brother.
All right, traders, I'm long a little bit of DKNG, a little bit of DKNG. Risk is the 43 here. Have a stop there. Place. Let's see what happens here. It's trying to test it right now.
I'm also looking at Uber here.
Stop out there.
I'm looking at Uber under 32.20 here. If we look at Uber, Uber has formed a very obvious low at 32.20. We break under this low right here, I'm going to short into it. So again, this is the low break I'm looking for here for Uber. Hey, I appreciate the sub 1 hour beats. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it, man. Welcome. For AMD, I'm looking for it to break under the $0.50, under 45.50, because a lot of the time when we get a $0.50 break like that on AMD, it's going to come back down to test the low of the day at 35, right at 54.35. And so with that, there's a few positives. Number one is it might get rejected under the $0.50, and then the second one is that if it does move back down to the low of the day, I might get even more momentum when it comes down there. And so even though it's just about a 1-to-1 reward to risk trade, about at the $0.50, if it does break down and eventually break lows, you know, the potential gain there gives it a pretty solid chance and a pretty good trade. But we're bouncing up now, so it doesn't matter anymore. But that's what I was really looking at there.
All right, guys, back into DKNG, seeing a bottoming action here, and in the SPY, I think it might get above UAP, but gonna hold tight here and keep the risk small. WKHS approaching that breakout really. Or a flag holding the VWAP, held VWAP 3 times now. Shouldn't break down below VWAP now.
Yeah, somebody's asking about play, which is David Buster's. David Buster's is pulling back to the VWAP. I think this is an interesting fade style trade, but I think it also broke under that 1640 level, which was a big resistance. Hey, I appreciate the sub, Brian. Welcome in. Shout out to Brian. Y'all be like Brian. Hit the subscribe button, team. Hit the bell. We do this live every day. Shout out to Steve. Steve, thank you, brother. Appreciate the sub, man. Welcome. Thank you guys for the subscribes. Hey, but yeah, I appreciate that, man. Yeah, the channel's been growing ridiculously fast lately, brother. In the last week, we probably grew by 1,000 subscribers at least. So
yeah, guys. Leaving off on that is, if you guys are new to the stream or just haven't subscribed yet, definitely hit that button down there. We do this every single day. We do this all for free, and we'll be here with you guys, battling through the journeys.
Yes, sir. Yeah, and one of the reasons, I'm going to give my man Trading Mike a shout out, because he's been helping us grow too. He's got a great active Discord. Y'all go check it out. Y'all go join Trader Mike's Discord. Like I said, it's pretty active. Mostly deals with penny stocks, and so if you're looking for stuff like that, like I said, he's got a pretty active Discord. Low key, it's way more active than me, to be honest. And so y'all go join my man Trader Mike's Discord. There's the link in the chat if you want to check it out. Be like me, you know.
All right, guys. WKHS pulling right back to VWAP here. You got to be careful. This has to be buyers stepping up here. If not, if sellers pressure here too much, you'll probably get us and stop us out.
So we got a few lows that have formed here. Number one is on MU. The second one is on AMD at that 5460 level, and then Uber has that at 3220. And so I'm going to wait to see if any of those lows can break. So at this point, we formed obvious lows in all of those stocks. Number one, Uber at 3220. I'm going to wait to short it if it breaks 3220. AMD, if it breaks 5460, I'm going to look to short it if it breaks that. And MU under 50 or 4950. And so you'll also notice I like to plan these out around $0.50 if the $0.50 has confirmed support there. So when that support breaks, we get a downward turn from people covering their positions, if that makes sense. Yeah, Chase. So we did actually make a decision on that. I think we're going to just keep everything centralized on one channel. We got a lot of people's input. Sorry for kind of the confusion for a while, but I think we're going to keep everything centralized on one channel. Like, we posted a video this past week during the week, and that's really what we were experimenting with, and the video did really well. And so with that, I think we're going to keep everything centralized on one channel. Instead of focusing on too many channels, we're just going to keep it all on one. We're going to live stream and put out videos on this one.
Hey guys, I just want to mention I got wicked out there in WKHS. I tried to cancel my stop when it was going down there because I had a feeling it was going to wick me really quickly, but it did it faster than I reacted. Taking $22, and I really didn't want to get stopped out there. I wanted to hold the trade at least to 1 cent underneath my entry. I'll see if I can try to get back in here. Just got to measure it up and let it test one more time. and then come back up through view app, and that's probably where I'll have to grab it now.
And yeah, team, if you're just now joining us, let me see. Yeah, nice chase. Yeah, we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait. We're trying to be patient. The closest one I see is MU right now. Here's MU break. We need the full $0.5 to break here for MU, so I'm gonna be patient and wait for it, but we might get it right here at 53. I'm also gonna pull Uber up here and wait for that too. Alright, I am in Uber, or I am in MU, same thing I talked about. See if we get a downward turn here in MU. We got the break. Try to be patient with it, but we're gonna get a push up here, it looks like. Alright, so like I said, we're holding 500 shares here. I'm also looking at a few other ones. I'm trying to be patient enough with this MU trade. Small either way, but we're trying to let it work to see if we get the full breakdown under the $0.5. It broke lows and immediately rebounded. I'm going to get out there and just keep it pretty small, honestly, team. I just don't like it. It's bouncing back too much. Maybe I don't mind jumping back in it if it does go in my direction, but that quick rebound after that low break, yeah, see, there it starts to pile in there, so... CCL on the short side. Alright, I got you. Maybe I got faked out a little bit on the MU here. Like I said, I don't mind being stubborn with it. We're gonna try. Maybe I should have let it work a little bit, but definitely been a losing week though this week. I'll say that. Like, I made some money on Monday and Tuesday, but it's certainly been a losing week. First losing week in a while though. Alright, MU faking me out, and we're about to jump back into this now. Yeah, I'm gonna jump in here. Did it get me in? There we go. Now I'm in. We'll see what happens. Ideally, I'd like to see it break down to 49.30s. There's 48s. Like I said, 49.30s is what we want to see. We just want to see a low of the day break and a continued move here. I hope it doesn't fake me out though. There's Uber. I'm gonna try to manage both of these at once because I like both of these. Alright, I'm in Uber too. I'm gonna have to move on here so we can see both of these. Alright, so the top one's MU. Okay.
Alright guys, see some stuff breaking down here.
Weird, it's almost like they're following each other for Uber. Alright, Uber got the nice breakdown. I'm gonna take profit there. And I'm about break even here in AMD. Here we go. AMD's trying, but doesn't look like it wants to. Uber breakdown was beautiful there. I'm gonna get out the rest of Uber here. So I got out Uber for a nice win. Break even now in MU. All right, we're up a little bit. I'm gonna take profits here just because this one's been stressful. So I got out half there, holding 200 shares of MU. So I caught the breakdown. We're still holding a few hundred shares left. I'll just hold the rest break even now. I got out the rest break even before this squeeze back up, and so I am up 133 bucks. Was able to manage both of those trades at once, but maybe over trading a little bit today. I think that's been my issue this week. I think I'm maybe a little bit too confident. I was short in both of those. Sid.
All right. Just want to let everybody know that everything is in the red from the open. Technology flipped down. It started the open, I think close to 4% up. Now it's at 2% up for the day, but from the open, it's down 0.02. So pretty much break even from the open. This is one relationship that I really try to pay attention to, guys, is not necessarily where the industries and the sectors are on the whole day, but where they are from the open.
I got squeezed out. I gotta leave MU alone lately, man. MU has just been faking me out left and right. I got barely squeezed out of it, but it just hasn't been working for me. I think I'm just getting too stubborn with it. It's too extended down here at the lows, and I think shorting it right here, trying to catch the low break after it's broken it a bunch, is just probably too risky for me, unfortunately.
Someone loaded the house right now in WKHS. They threw in 3 orders of 5,900. So about, I think there's like a 16,000 share position just got put in WKHS.
Okay, so they said you can still sign up, but yeah, you can still sign up. You just can't use, you can't get the funded account. Okay. I see. Okay, that makes sense.
Trying to see if Nikola is going to bounce off this 15-minute support. NKLA has been holding this huge support here, 63.50s. Let's see if it keeps holding it and starts ripping back up to 66. On the 15-minute, it's actually a long-term pullback where it could bounce off of. So I'm trying to pay attention to it to see if I want to jump right back into WKHS. All right, seeing a push up there for NKLA. I'm gonna go ahead and take a shot here if I can get any kind of dip in the number here for WKHS. 72 would be nice. I don't think it's gonna wait. Yeah, gonna have to already take a little bit here and then look to add in. Took a little bit there. I'm looking to add, guys. The real key is the 15 minutes starting to look bullish on NKLA. I could probably trade that one, but it's more expensive, and you have to give yourself a bigger range. Another day, John.
Yeah.
The SPY goes up one way in pre-market and goes the other in the open.
Yeah, I'm taking a few trades right now. One on AMD and one on ACB here. My AMD trade's actually looking pretty good. I'm up a little bit on that one, and I'm trying to slowly scale out of this ACB trade. Still holding 200 shares of AMD. Trying to be patient. The last little bit for MU. I finally made my money back with it, but it's been a frustrating day attacking MU for sure. 25s is what I want to see now for it. I'm just gonna get out here. Up 175 exactly on the day. Caught ACB breakdown though.
AAL looks good for a breakdown.
Yeah, I ended up catching MU. Like I said, I was trying to focus on it, so I didn't end up calling it out, but I did catch MU, as you guys saw. I didn't want to get too stubborn with it, but I was waiting for that breakdown this whole time, and we finally got it, and so I would have felt bad if I would have missed that, the last one after all of this battle with MU today, over trading it, you know?
There's that pullback. What I'm not liking is that Tesla's crashing a little bit. Tesla really hasn't looked back. NKLA is holding on a 15-minute, but it's also could just break that 54 and head down strong here. So got to measure in my risk correctly.
All right, I'm in MU here, or no, I'm in AMD. I'm sorry. Scaling out of it as time goes on. Holding 200 shares left, trying to get the breakdown to 65. Over 72, I gotta get out.
Wouldn't it be my stock with the biggest loss? KBSF going off today. Go ahead, John.
Oh, no, you're good.
I know you know that one.
Yeah. Alright, there's 69s. I'm probably going to get out 67s. That's good enough for me there. I'm going to take the rest off. So up 227 on the day. Finally getting into it in a little bit more of a rhythm. We're going to keep going. I'm going to try to hit a few $100s today if we can. But the market's breaking down really nicely. Uber's the next one I'm looking at.
Yeah, nice little breakdown there.
Uber, if it breaks under 32, it's confirmed 32 like 4 times. And so if Uber breaks under 32, I'm going to scalp that as well here.
All right, guys, about to get out in WKHS. If it gets to 67 here, it looks like NKLA wants to break down. I needed to come right back to VWAP here, but we're about to cut this.
AMD's still looking good here. Alright, I'm in AMD with 500 shares. Trying to scalp the bottom really quick. Under 50. Alright, gets up to 60. I gotta get out. $15 loss, so very small on that last one.
Whew. CLDX, man, did a red to green move today from 8 to above 950s. That's a penny stock for you.
Uber's getting close to 32. We break under 32, I gotta take it. Gotta be patient with it here, though. Yo, yo.
All right, guys. Yo, yo, yo.
Yeah, hey. That's my patented thing, bro. Everybody knows.
Where are all the yo-yos at?
Yo, yo, yo. You know. You guys know. That's my thing. AMD faked me out on that last little bit. Should I get stubborn with it or not here? Alright, I'm getting stubborn with it. I'm in with 500 shares of MU or AMD, and it immediately squeezed me up. Maybe I shouldn't have gotten stubborn with it. I'm sorry, AMD. Don't hurt me. Eesh. I'm gonna get out there, see the market bouncing. Took about an $80 loss there, unfortunately.
Alright guys, just added to my position here in WKHS. I'm going to start holding towards my low that I have right here, 66. I'm trying to give myself a shot to make a nice big gain here. If NKLA just starts shooting through the roof, I think I could also see the same reaction happen in WKHS. I need to stick tight to the support and give myself a shot.
Yeah, like you guys saw, I'm up 157 on the day, so I'm still up big, but my fault there. Got stubborn with something I shouldn't have got stubborn with, I think. Plus, the market's down so much already, I gotta start probably unloading risk, maybe.
Hey, it happens.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still up really a solid amount on the day. Enough to compensate for my over trading today for sure, but it's something I gotta work on, man. I've been doing this too much. Yeah, most of my trades are short now. Until stocks start to push above the VWAP sit, I'm not gonna short any, or I'm not gonna long.
Alright guys, trying to see a volume surge here. Volume surge with a breakout here in WKHS would definitely confirm my trade here. I actually have an order out to add some more shares a little bit slightly below here. Want to take a shot in this because I'm seeing NKLA really hold that 15-minute chart. I know if it gets above now 6450s, we could possibly get that nice breakout. So I'm looking for that 6450s to get strong here and the volume to increase as it goes through that 6450 mark NKLA.
Market's bouncing back a little bit. A lot of stuff starting to follow it here.
Yeah, I see a lot of reversal looks, so that would kind of reassert what you're saying, John.
Uber's coming back down to that level. I might take it here. We're gonna wait for it and see, but Uber is coming back down to that level that made me more interested in it.
All right, guys, saw a little bit of pump action there in WKHS. I'm trying to add here at 70 or 68s. If I do add, I'd be in the big time position, so I'm trying to go ahead and measure in, get the right risk and reward in this trade. Starting to get the volume I need for the breakout. Now we'll just need Tesla to start ripping up there towards the VWAP and NKLA to recover here.
I'm scalping AMD here. I finally caught the move down. Here, I'll put the window up in a second. I'm trying not to lose out on the profit I've made so far. I gotta get out the rest there. All right, I got out the rest. Sorry guys, I'm trying to manage this. But this is my P&L for the day, so 207, not a bad day, just maybe over trading a little bit too much.
Not the best action there in NKLA. Let's see if it recovers. If not, we'll just have to get out of my position. Take a loss. It's okay.
Glad I got an AMD there. Very fast rip back up. The market's starting to rebound, and so that's what we're actually getting. Whew, glad I got an AMD. That could have been rough. Hey, nice, Steve. And remember guys, y'all hit that subscribe button. We do this live for free every day. And so if you want to join us again, we hope you do at least. Hit the subscribe button, click the bell, turn on notifications. We do this live for free every single day right here on YouTube. And so if you appreciate free content like this, we're not experts, we're not gurus. We just teach people what works for us. And like we always say, it might not work for you because everybody's a little bit different. But if you want to support content like that, remember to hit the subscribe button. Shout out to Steve, Brian, 1 Hour, thank you guys, appreciate the love, team, and y'all be like them and hit the subscribe button. If you click the bell as well, team, you'll get a notification alert every single time we go live, which is every single weekday morning on YouTube. So y'all click the notification bell and get that alert, so that way you'll know when we go live. You won't have to search around for it. Appreciate the sub, Marcel. Welcome, man. Appreciate it.
All right, guys, a really nice one right now setting up is CLDX, guys. This one has already halted on the way up, so be careful with it, but it is looking like a VWAP bounce play. Just want to call that out. That's the penny stock that I actually put out in a video Wednesday overnight. This has already moved over 100% since that call out.
Market's actually turning down a little bit here. The SPY's back down to 305s.
Yeah,
Bounced up for a split second.
Quick flip test here of support. Let's see what happens here. Definitely gonna take my shot in this WKHS. It'll be my shot for the day, and that's all you can do sometimes. So let's see if I can measure this right. That's all that matters here. Looking for NKLA to get strong through 64.50. It came back with a vengeance to 64.40. So above that 64.50, you guys have heard me repeatedly say that that's where I'm looking for the buyers to really step up in NKLA.
Yeah, they're around $3 or $4 for a round trip, Jordan. So about $3 or $4. Hey, appreciate it, Walter. Welcome, brother. I'm looking at Uber here, guys. Uber is starting to break. If it breaks 32.
All right, guys. CLDX has touched that VWAP. Was interesting for sure. I'm just gonna stick with the WKHS, but it did look interesting.
Been preaching in the chat. Been preaching about what?
Here you go. I like that look.
Okay.
All right, NKLA just pressuring those 50s. Now showing 60 on the ask.
Hey, appreciate the sub, Walter.
All right, guys, taking a big boy shot here.
All right, So yeah, guys, wish Mitch luck. He's in with 600 shares of WKHS, or no, 1,000 shares of WKHS. Wish him luck. You got this, bro. Good luck, man.
Yeah, all you can do is just stick to your levels at this point. I think I've attacked it at the right entry points, and now it's just time to let the trade either work or not. And I think this is a part that a lot of traders get to that point, and they start trying to second guess their trade. And this is the worst thing you can do as a trader. Once we've taken the trade, it's essentially saying that you are willing to pay that risk. We heard this from the great mentor, Mark Douglas. And so what he says Mark Douglas says is that when you take a trade, essentially you're telling them that I'm willing to pay this much amount of money to find out how the trade ends up. Because in the end, no one ever knows if a stock is going to go up or down. The only thing you can do is pay the risk to find out.
All right, guys, so I didn't want to interrupt Mitch, but I did jump in with a few thousand shares of Uber. This is the trade I've been talking about all day with $32, and we got a beautiful breakdown under $32. I made about a few $100 on this trade alone, and I think I'm probably just going to get out. I don't know. Let's see. It just broke lows of the day. And like I said, that $32 level was a beautiful confirmed level. I brought this one up a bunch in the chat today. And I'm just happy we got the big rip down. I'm just going to go ahead and exit the rest of that trade here. Currently up $340 exactly on the day. Yeah, like I said, I've been talking about this trade all morning. And we finally got that move. And so really happy with that confirmed break there. Because if you look at Uber, it tested that 32 level 1, 2, 3, 4 times prior to breaking it, and then when it finally broke 32, we got a nice rip down. AMD's breaking lows as well with the market, so market's starting to break lows. We're down to 304s.
All right, guys, it's definitely on the pressure for me for WKHS. I'm just going to stick to my risk and let this play out here. NKLA flipped on me, and that's really the negative sign. I need that one to get right back above 64.50. But if not, I'll just get out.
Alright, so there's AMD, ME breaking lows as well. Big level here for the market is 304. Hey, dude. I don't know where the punching bag is. What'd you do with it?
It's in, I think it was back in my room, but I didn't see it in the room.
You didn't see it in your room?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, buddy. How you doing, man? You want some paper? You didn't ask me for any paper today, buddy. You want some paper? You already have some? Okay, good. Alright, bud. Well, I'll hang out with you after work today, okay? Jack attack, ladies and gentlemen.
Alright, guys, getting pressured here in WKHS. The only thing that I'm holding to 1 cent here, NKLA is still holding at 50 right now. I want to see if it's going to go and push to 70, but can't test it too much on this trade right here. Right now we're at 5 cent risk. I really only want to risk about maximum 7 cents here.
Oh man, it hurts, guys. I got out of Uber way too soon, man. Uber eventually broke down to the 60s where it's at now. I could have had another few $100s on it, but green is good. We got a lot of stuff breaking lows right now.
Alright, guys, I'm about to get out. I just got hit hard in WKHS.
Yeah, Sid, you were right, brother. Had a lot more to get. Just got out too soon. I made my money, but, you know, could have made more.
Yeah, getting hit right here. WKHS, trying to get out. Trying to get out, but I'm getting no bounce on the bid. Just trying to measure the out, maybe get a couple cents down here. But NKLA rejecting there. I'm not going to take the risk anymore. I'm out. All right, guys. So you guys saw me take a chance. Tried to take the trade. I'm going to stick to the plan. I'm going to get out there. Really what happened, NKLA and Tesla, timing's still not there yet. I think NKLA is just kind of playing games a little bit. It could come back up, but it's really just playing games. It's going from the bottom of the low, 63.50s, up towards VWAP, then came back down to 64. back up to VWAP. It's kind of a real trappy look right now. Needed to get out there in WKHS. Not going to stick around to see maybe 350s. So I'll try to retime it, but that's how it goes sometimes. The only thing you can do is set yourself up.
Yeah, don't stress it, man.
It is what it is.
Well, because that's just not really my style, Dane. Dane says, why aren't you buying the NK Law warrant at 23? It's just not really my style, brother. We all have our own style of trading in this game, you know? You bought 100 shares of Uber at $32. Yeah, I mean, that's just, you're trying to dip by those lows. That's going to be a tough short-term strategy, I think. Because, like, something that somebody else said, which is actually true, is that the more times it touches, like, a level, the weaker it gets, right? And so it taps on those levels. Eventually, it's going to break underneath it, right? Sure, it respects the levels more, but if it continues to hit that level, chances are that eventually it's going to break, and it's going to break down big, which is what we got there for Uber, which is why I was really planning on getting in once the break happened, because, like, if you look at Uber here, we had a bunch of confirmations on this level, and we're just kind of tapping away at this level. Like my man Happy Gilmore said, tap-a-roo, you know? Until we finally got the breakdown here. And so we got it here, we hit it here, we hit it here, and then when we finally broke it here, you know, we finally got a big break there. And so waiting for a big confirmed level, like a really profitable way to approach these is just look for a lot of confirmations in a level like this and then try to take advantage of that momentum break. Really profitable way to approach it, but I missed out on some money there too. I think I could have gotten a little bit more from it, unfortunately.
I found it.
Oh, you got it? Cool, bud. But man, Uber broke down beautifully there for me. I know I called it out beforehand, but beautiful breakdown in Uber right there. Too low now. We gotta wait for some breaks to happen here. Play might be breaking. PLAY. So Dave and Buster's. Not a bad spread. Okay. Let's see what this one has. I've never really traded this one too much. So we're gonna look for a $0.50 break. I don't hate this. Gotta really break under 52 here is really what we need. Alright. I jumped in with 300 shares. It doesn't look like I got filled at a good spot though. 46 was my fill. I got a bad fill here, guys. I tried to short it there at 51, but just a bad fill here. But we're gonna try to let it work. Never really traded this one too much. I don't mind the ride down, but we're gonna try to give it some patience and time here. There we go. I'm gonna take half off there. I think I just missed out on what I wanted there, unfortunately. We got a quick surge back up, so a small trade. Could have been a larger trade. I'll just hold the rest break even. First time I've ever traded Dave & Buster's here. Try to be patient. Took profits too soon, though. I kind of messed up managing this trade, which is okay. We're getting the breakdown that I originally wanted now. And I'm just going to get out the rest there. Up about 360 on the day. Here's the breakout, and as you guys can see, there's a very consistent theme here with all of my trades, right? I look for a confirmed low like this, and then I wait for that confirmed low to break right there. And a lot of the time, I'm looking at the overall market's momentum here. So, like, if the market's moving down, then I can take advantage of that momentum. And that's all I'm really doing. Definitely been on a little bit of a rhythm lately, though. This is my P&L in the day. Over traded, certainly, but not a bad green day so far. We're still working, and yeah, we'll see what we happen. I do a little bit of both, Travis. See, what I do depends on what the market does, brother. So like if the market's down like it is today, you'll see me short a lot of stocks. But I went long some today as well. But I mean, when the market's doing this, you'll see me short. You know, I trade with the market. Like, look at the direction of the market today.
Choo! Man, I miss one of my favorite stocks, USFD. Go ahead, John. You can touch the SPY, but man, that was a beauty fade.
Yeah, so when the market's doing this, I usually just choose to short just because it's easier to trade off of the market's momentum than try to guess when the market's going to try to do something else. You know, it's a lot harder to guess when the market's going to go the other way, and so I would rather just trade with the trend. I think that's an easier way to trade, especially, you know, if you're scalping momentum like I am. And so, like, with that, I just look for momentum in the SPY. Like, the SPY's breaking lows consistently today, breaking down really nicely. And so with that, I'm going to get a lot of shorting opportunities like I did today. And that's mostly what I'm going to trade. If the market was running up and pushing up and bouncing and ripping and bouncing, then I would probably go long mostly. But since the market's down, you know, it's a good lesson on following the market. You know, why the market's important.
All right, guys. I like that. I'm looking right now at a couple of different stocks, but the SPY is getting to that point where it's extended down also. Big drop there in GAN and also work.
Looking at ACB here, it's trying to break lows. Maybe MU is a little bit better. I'm going to try with MU.
There you go. Huge rip down in NKLA, guys. Just to put it out there. Huge rip down in NKLA.
Alright, I'm in MU with 300 shares. Small position relative to what I've been doing today, but I'm up a lot, and so I just want to protect the trades. MU is breaking under the previous closing price as well as breaking under lows. Alright, there we go. There's 38.
Big breakdown there, guys, in a lot of stocks.
Caught it with MU, just scaled out most of it, holding 100 shares left, but that's the breakdown I wanted. Gonna get out the rest there. So up 380 on the day. Didn't quite get as much as I wanted. I probably should just start. One thing I need to work on, team, is moving from scaling out in some of these trades. Instead of scaling out, I think I just need to do it one and done, because I think scaling is just adding some commissions. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Two-Way's still in our Discord. I still talk to him sometimes. Oh, and there's the breakout on MU here. A lot of times you'll see me use like the previous closing price, and you'll see me use stuff like that because that could be a really effective way to approach these. So that's really what I've been focusing on, is not only you know, using momentum breaks, but looking at the previous closing price to attack in some aspects as well. And I think that can be a really profitable way to approach it. The big level right here for the market, guys, is, as you can see, the SPY itself is starting to move closer and closer to this 361 cent level. Now, the SPY itself, that's the previous closing price, and so that's actually the level where the SPY goes from red to green and green to red. And so as the SPY edges closer and closer to that level, we could get a few things here. The first one is that we might get a bounce there because, you know, that's a big respected level, the previous closing price. The other thing is that if we do break underneath that level, we could get more downward momentum because, again, that is actually the level where a stock goes from green to red. Because when it's above that light blue line on the chart right there, it is technically green on the day. And when it breaks below that light blue line, which is, again, the previous closing price, then it's technically red on the day, right? And so that's a respected level. We do have a script for Thinkorswim that automatically documents those levels. And so if you want the script, you just got to join our Discord. But yeah, that's an interesting respected level to watch here for AMD, or for MU specifically.
Yep, should have been watching the restaurants today. Really big drop in them. One that I liked is Cake. And man, you got a beautiful fade on that one from 23.50 all the way down right now to 22.50. Really missing some shorts today. was too head driven on WKHS, missing out on a lot of my fade looks, and that happens sometimes. You get too biased on one stock, was looking at that one stock way too much, didn't see my other charts, had tons of better setups. Just gotta look around in the morning, you know.
I appreciate it, Todd. Thank you, brother. If you're still here, though, guys, if you want to use the same platform as us, like, here's the thing. TradeNet, if you're outside of the US, guys, so if any of you guys are outside of the US, you could still use the platform we use. And the platform we use is TEFS and TradeNet. The way it works is the base package is $3.99, I think, right now. With that, you get 14,000 in buying power once you're approved. And so basically for $400, technically it's an educational package. And so, like, if you're still in the US, you could buy the educational package. You're just not going to get approved for the funded account program. And I think they give you a demo account now that allows you to practice on. And so the bundle still kind of makes sense even if you're in the US, because you get a course and a demo account and access to their chat room. And then you get a long-term paper demo account that allows you to practice until you are confident enough in your trading. But specifically, if you're outside of the US, you can sign up, and once you're approved for the funded account program, basically you spend $400 on these packages. Once you're approved, you get 14,000 to trade with. And the reason you wouldn't be approved is if you signed up too many times before. They only allow you to sign up twice for the intro package funded account program. And so if you're outside of the US for $400 and it's your first time signing up, you should get 14,000 to trade with. There's no PDT rule, and you can short. And again, in my opinion, that's the cheapest way to get started. People hate on TradeNet, but like, I don't think there's a cheaper option. I think it's the cheapest way to get started. You're not risking too much. And to be fair, I think a lot of people are going to lose their TradeNet accounts as well, just because I think most new traders lose. It doesn't matter where they go, right? But with that said, it's a lot cheaper to lose a TradeNet account than it is to save up 5 or 10 grand and lose that when you first get started, like a lot of new traders end up doing. And so it's an objectively cheap way to get started. Like I said, some people hate on them, but like the reality is, you can withdraw once per month on the funded account program, and it's like a prop firm. So there's a 70-30 split, and there's a max loss of 700. But again, I think it's objectively cheap, and if you want to check it out, team, here's the link in the chat. Great way to help support our channel as well. If you're in the US and you don't have a TradeNet account, you can also use Webull, which I believe you get 2 free stocks. I'm not sure if they're still giving away 2 free stocks, but I think they are. You want to check to make sure though. But here's the Webull link. If you sign up, I know you at least get 1 free stock. I think if you sign up and deposit $100, you get 2 free stocks, right? And you can trade in pre-market on Webull. You can trade in after hours on Webull. And it's a good option if you're in the US. You're still going to be restricted by the PDT rule, but you're still going to be able to trade in pre-market. You're still going to be able to trade in after hours. And so go check out that link there as well. And so again, with that, look at the SPY here. Like I said, we might get a bounce at that previous closing price, which is exactly what we did. I think the SPY has some room up until 304 here. Once we hit 304, I'm going to get a little iffy about it. But if we break 304, we could continue up here. That's what I'm watching for the SPY itself.
You know, one thing that I've heard, and I've heard this statement from someone that trades often and has years and years of experience, is sometimes the market likes to go where it can hurt the most. So kind of think about that quote. The market likes to go where it can hurt the most. Looking for pullbacks here in the Tesla Dragon. As I'm seeing a strong bounce, I'm looking for a pullback here.
So Jordan, it operates, so like I said, it's only if you're outside of the US, brother. So if you're outside of the US, you can get access to the funded account program, which is actually what I'm using. I got grandfathered in because I signed up before they put this new rule in place. And so if you signed up before and you already have an account, they let you keep your account basically. And like, I've built this account up, and so I still get to keep this. But there's a 70-30 split, right? So they give you 14,000 if you're outside of the US in the funded account program, and then if you turn it into 15,000, for instance, there's a 70-30 split, right? They're going to keep 300 out of that 1,000 net, and you're going to keep the other 700 for a 70-30 split. And then there's a max loss of 700. But again, you're spending $400 and they're giving you 14,000, and then you can even lose almost twice that much at 700. And so again, if you're outside of the US, I really think it makes sense. If you trade penny stocks, though, there's not many penny stocks available on there. And so you do want to understand that it's mostly meant for mid and high cap stocks, and that's why they give you the buying power. But again, you know, not many penny stocks are tradable on there. You can't trade in pre-market either. So you do want to understand that as well. I don't think there's, I mean, the rules are pretty similar. The rules I know of, Daniel, is that you can't use a market order. Mitch is trading the dragon.
Yep, I'm in on the dragon, man.
Mitch is trading Tesla, guys. Wish us luck.
Whew. I don't even know how to measure this one. Tell you the truth, guys, it was even hard for me to measure the trade. So I'm trying to do my best to manage this one. Really not something I usually go for. So I'm going to try to really stick to the risk and reward. Have the risk down towards 936 right now. Got in there around 939. But only have 10 shares, so we'll try to let it work. Maybe maximum risk here. Definitely, I'm gonna try to keep it under $50.
Yeah,
what I like, guys, is that I went for a pullback buy here and didn't buy those 946. I would have bought that 946 when it first popped up, and I would have already be out of the trade, guys. So what I did was I drew this resistance line from this kind of bottoming action at 11, and I said let that act as a support, and that's kind of where I started getting into the trade, trying to measure it here. I actually have a position right on that line now. So
yeah, you gotta be careful. It's starting to get a little bit choppier for sure, guys.
Yep. Well, the big key, you know, when you put in a big green bar like that on the SPY, definitely scares everybody on both sides, really. Everyone's paying attention to it. There's a big green bar, and it's been downtrending all day.
Right.
All right, guys. Now we're up about more than $1 on the trade, really. Close to that. The real key with this one is just let's let it work. Either it's going to come back up or it's going to head down really quickly. If it comes back up, we have a lot of room up there to like 960s.
I'm scalping a little bit on Uber here. Just caught the bounce up to the $0.50. Exited some already. I'm holding 500 shares left. Nice. I'm gonna get out a little bit more. I'm holding 200 shares left of Uber. Yeah, I'll put this up.
I see some orders going through at 1,000 shares at Tesla. Good luck.
There's 39s. Anything over 42, I'm just gonna jump out of Uber here and bank my money.
Getting hit hard here. Let's see if it bounces back. If it goes to 936s, we got to get out.
I'm gonna get out the rest there. Up 426 bucks on the day. Been extremely accurate today. Kind of got into my rhythm a little bit later on. Had about an hour in there when I didn't do so hot, but this is my P&L of the day, guys, so not too bad. I probably overtraded some, but I think my P&L compensates for it.
All right, guys, I'm seeing things head right back down towards the low support. So it looks like the SPY is doing the same thing. Definitely another kind of bearish open. You can't say bearish day because in pre-market everything looked like it was starting to pop back up here.
Right. Yeah, we're still technically green on the day in the SPY. Like, we're still above the previous closing price, which is 361. So we're still above that, but definitely a red open for sure. Red market morning. Although we did push up in pre-market, so we're still about break even really in the last day for the SPY.
All right, guys, a beautiful reaction there from 937.21. I'm going to hold this position. Let's see if we can get it up there to 960s now. I think this could really start breaking up, especially if we see the SPY head make a move towards the VWAP. Definitely going to hold it towards this line, which is 936.64. Let's go ahead and put in an order at 936 with a stop and just let it work. Either it's going to keep going or we'll stop us out. All right, guys, I know it's getting around that time, 11 o'clock. If you guys are heading out of here and you guys haven't seen the penny stock video, definitely check it out. It's one of our hottest videos of the year. And the reason why is not only because of the entertainment value, but some of the value given in there, guys. Penny stock already on that list going off more than 100%. So definitely check out that video. I'll put up that link here if you guys are getting out of here around this time. I know some traders get out, some traders hang out till 12. I know we're going to hang out with you guys, but just want to definitely get that out there for you guys.
I'm in MU here, scalping it with 500 shares. Quick reversal though. Man, Thinkorswim is lagging.
Lagfest?
Yeah, I'm looking at it. It says now it's back to normal, but it said it was at 22 when it was actually at 28. So I gotta get out here. $20 loss, very small, but I wish Thinkorswim didn't lag like that. I'm still looking at Uber, and the market is still looking weak, so I don't hate scalping a little bit on Uber. I'll try to keep both of our windows up, but I don't know. I think I might be trading too much.
It happens. It's the volatility. It'll do that to you. It'll make you give you the opportunity to get in trades. I mean, at the end of the day, that's how it goes, especially, one of the other things that we do is we trade on stream. So that affects us also. That makes us want to trade.
Yep. Yeah, I jumped in Uber here. I think you're right. I think it's just the volatility we're getting.
Out there, guys. I told you guys I was going to try to keep it to $50. It went head south there. If I would have stayed in it, I would already be down probably about $80. I don't want to do that, especially on a trade that I don't normally do. I'm going to stick it to it, get out. Hey guys, strike 3 for the day. That's going to be it for me, at least trading wise. I can go ahead and check out some videos, check out some tickers if you guys want me to look at some charts today. But hey, you guys see it. Sometimes there's going to be up days. Sometimes there's going to be down days. Today, John did a little bit better. Yesterday, I did a little bit better. And that's how it goes here. And that's why we have 2 traders giving you guys the process every single day and how we attack the market.
Yeah, we're getting a beautiful breakdown here for Uber. I'm gonna just get out the rest there. I like that breakdown. We might get a rejection at the previous closing price here, or a bounce up. So I'm gonna scale out. I'm up 440 on the day. MU might be breaking down a little bit more here. See, there's just a lot of opportunity here today, guys. It's not that, I think I overtraded a little bit, but I think the SPY is just ripping down. It's big range, a lot of low breaks. a lot of breakdowns that I see the weakness in that I can attack, and so I think it's just hard not to continue trading when the opportunities present itself. Honestly, Mark Douglas always said you get a random distribution of wins and losses in this market, or in the market itself. And so with that, I got to take each chance. I got to take each opportunity that the market presents itself. And so we're up almost $500 today. This is my P&L. MU is the only stock that I have not ended green on, but definitely compensated for it with a few of these other moves. And this is why I got out of Uber here. Like I said, this previous closing price, this light blue line right here, it is a huge respected level in the market. It's the previous closing price. It's the level where a stock goes from red to green on the day. And so when you see Uber pull down and test this light blue line, that's Uber trying to break under the previous closing price. That's Uber trying to go to red on the day. And so that's why you see me scale out before we actually get there, because we might get a bounce there, if that makes sense. I'm mostly using a 1 minute chart just because I'm scalping, right? So the time frame chart you use is going to depend on the time frame you're planning on holding. Obviously, if I'm planning on holding for 2 minutes, I'm not going to use a 5 minute chart because that's going to be a little bit misleading. And obviously, if I'm planning on holding it for an hour, I'm not going to use a 1 minute chart because that's going to be misleading. But what you see me do a lot of the times, and what I generally do the best, is I usually trade a 1 minute chart just because I'm scalping quick momentum moves. And so with that, a 1 minute chart is going to give me the most information there relative to the style of trading I'm actually implementing, as to where if I was longer term trading, I would use a 5 minute, 15 minute daily chart. But since I'm scalping, it doesn't make sense for me to use a longer time frame because it's a very short term trade, right? It's going to be hard to see the short term momentum with a 5 minute chart, and it's going to be a lot easier for me to see that momentum using a 1 minute chart, if that makes sense. And using the same information I talked about in the previous closing price, this is what the SPY is actually doing here. And so the SPY is edging closer and closer to 301. Again, this light blue line right here is the level where the market goes to green on the day, or to red on the day, I'm sorry. And so if we break underneath that, we might get some more momentum here. I don't know if I trust it enough to continue. It's been a really good day for me. I've been very accurate today. And so with that, I might just take my $440 and run. What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat.
Yeah, at least what I would say about that is it definitely looks like one of those days where scalping the low of the days is just working. And so with that, sometimes it's okay to take some more shots. I always say that you got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, but also know when to step on the gas. There's nothing wrong with stepping on the gas on good days. You're viewing it well. Your execution, your speed seems right. Your mentality is right. Your emotional control is right. And I think that's what you have to notice. If all those things are matching, then the patterns are matching, and you feel like you're nailing your execution, there's nothing wrong with stepping on the gas.
Yeah, 100%.
The waves, you catch a good wave. You got to ride that baby.
Hey, what's up, Seven? What's up, brother? I got my man Seven in the chat. Hope you're doing well, dude.
It's just like surfing, man. When you're out there on the waves, you're looking for that big swell. When it comes, you got to take your shot. Right. You might not catch the wave, but at the end of the day, that's what we're here for, right?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know how many exact shares I traded. I traded a bunch, though. My share size today was anywhere between 200 and 2,000. I think I took at one point on Uber, but it varies day to day. It depends on the range. Like, share size can be misleading because, like, in the end, a really cheap stock can have a larger range than, like, a $5 stock can have a larger range than a $50 stock, right? And so with that, you want to understand that dynamic. As I'm talking about that, though, here's the market, guys. Look at the market break these lows here. So the market just broke under the previous closing price. I might take one more trade on Uber here. I think Uber's going to follow it down. I'm going to give the market one more second here to see if it actually breaks, though. But I'm looking for the break under 305s. Here for Uber. Hey, appreciate the $5 donation, Seven. Thank you, brother. Shout out to my man Seven in the chat, blessing us with that $5 donation. Thank you, brother.
Yes. All right, guys. I got to call out to look up a penny stock. I'm going to do a little research for you. The chart doesn't really give me anything, but I will do my research for you.
Alright, so the SPY did bounce up there at the previous close. I was planning on exiting, or I was planning on jumping in short, but we did bounce there, so I gotta wait to see how the market handles this. Again, here's the previous closing price. We'll see what the market does. I'm gonna wait until we get a firm break underneath that, maybe see if it holds as resistance. Also, guys, if you want to help support us, you could also go check out Trade Ideas. It's one of the ways we find some of these big moving stocks in the market. Let me find the link for it. And again, it's, in my opinion, they're the most up-to-date scanners in this game, right? If you're scalping momentum like me, a huge edge can be Trade Ideas scanners because they're going to show you all these different moves in the market. And so if you want to check that out, here's the link. Go check out Trade Ideas. Like I said, the best scanners in my opinion. And like I said, we keep our content free here. Like, we're not experts, and so a good way to help support our content is just you know, to check out some of the products we push and sell, because again, you know, we make a commission if you sign up for Webull. If you sign up for Webull, we make a commission, or TradeNet and TEFs, or Trade Ideas, and they're all great ways to help support our free content because we just try to keep everything free here.
All right, guys, and just really quickly going to touch up that stock that someone put up. It was really Frontier Communications. And when I do my research, these are the things that I see and why I don't look at much upside potential. Some of the things that I look for is a big catalyst driving the stock. I can't find a big catalyst on the news. Then I look at the second thing. How's the volume on the stock? Is it increasing, decreasing? What's going on? So you look at the volume on the day is 926,000, but the average volume on the stock is about 4 million shares traded. When a stock trades about 4 million shares on average, I want to see 8 million shares on a day that I really want to trade this. And that's really the key, is that you need to see what we call high relative volume. And I don't see that high relative volume there. And then I want to see what do analysts say? How does this do with earnings? Do they beat earnings? Do they commonly have a analyst or a couple analysts that are giving a price target way above where it is? That's another thing that I look for in penny stocks. Sometimes you'll find penny stocks like that CLDX that I added to my list that had a price target of $12. So if you're trying to look for penny stocks, I also look for stuff like that to give me kind of signs that, hey, someone else is valuing the underlying asset. At the end of the day, guys, stories go with the underlying asset. What makes a stock? What makes it move? What does it do? Like, let's say AMD, for instance. If you guys look at AMD, you'll know that it's a chip conductor, right? A semiconductor. So you're going to go ahead and look at the semiconductors, see how the story is in those semiconductors. Is China doing well with those exports? Or because at the end of the day, a majority of our semiconductors are made in China. So we want to go ahead and pay attention to that. The technology is made here, but where it's actually created would be in China. So those are the kind of things that you need to pay attention to, guys, is just really look for the story and what is the value of it. And can this create interest, investors' interest? It doesn't necessarily mean always that the stock is going to go to the moon, but it gives you an opportunity to at least get in with a catalyst, with some support fundamentally, with some support technically. And I think if you combine all those things, you're going to be able to create a nice strategy, even in penny stocks.
Yeah, and you can see the SPY here start to bounce at this 361 level. Like I said, this light blue line right here, if you trade momentum like me, this light blue line is incredibly valuable because it tells you when a stock is going to go from red to green. In my opinion, it's one of the most highly respected levels universally with stocks, right? Not only in mid and high cap stocks, not only in the SPY itself, but in penny stocks, mid and high caps, you know, all these different stocks generally respect the previous closing price. Like I said, almost universally, and it's very rare that you find like a universal truth in trading like that. A lot of the time they respect these levels really, really well. And with that, you can see this light blue line right here. What happens? The SPY moves back down, touches this light blue line, and then bounces right back up. And so that momentum is really obvious to take advantage of.
All right, traders, that's going to do it for me. I'm going to go ahead and head on out of here. Like always, you can keep up with us on the Discord throughout the weekend. If you have any trading questions, any catalyst, any penny stock you want me to take a look at, definitely put it up in the chat, in the Discord. I'll definitely take a look for you. I always get back to traders. You guys can ask people that talk to me all the time, DM me. It might not be instantly, but I get back to people, especially when they need help on their trading or they just need some advice. That's what we're here for, guys. You know, we're not perfect, we're not experts, but we definitely been in the game, have some experience, and can help you guys with the learning curve.
Yes, sir.
All right, traders, that'll do it for me. Like always, guys, I'll see you guys on Monday. I'll be working hard like I do every weekend on research, just like I advise everyone to do, to find the stories, find what can move next week, what's going to go on.
Yes, sir.
You guys have a great one.
Later, brother.
Take care.
Yeah, guys, I'm out of here. I'm gonna take my $440 and run. Y'all have a good weekend. I'll be dropping a video on the top stocks that I think are solid right now. And so I'm gonna be dropping a few videos this weekend. One of them is gonna be on day trading. One of them is gonna be on investing. And so if it's your first time here, guys, smash the subscribe button. We do this live for free every single day right here on YouTube. So you know you want to support the content we have here. We've been growing like crazy. Like I said, we must have grown by over 1,000 subscribers in the past week on this channel. And so we're moving towards 100K. 100,000 is really what I'd like to hit this year. And so we're gonna work with that and see what happens here, but we're gonna try to grow as fast as we can. So like I said, if it's your first time joining us, if you haven't already, a shocking, staggering figure is that 45% of the people that watch this stream actually have not subscribed. And so if you're just now watching us, guys, go on and hit the subscribe button. We do this live for free. Like, we're not experts. Like, people ask me all the time, should I buy this stock or should I sell this stock? And I tell them I don't know, because we're not experts here. I'm not going to give away signals. That's not what I do. I would more so rather teach people what works for me specifically and let traders kind of eat for themselves. And I think that makes a lot more sense to learn how to do that. And so if you want to support free content where we don't sell a course, we don't sell a service, hit the subscribe button, guys. We do this live every single day on YouTube. And like I said, another good way to help support us is if you want to check out the same platform that we do. If you're outside the US, you can sign up, and like I said, if you're outside of the US, the funded account program on TradeNet is going to let you get around the PDT rule. There's no PDT rule. You can short a lot of cool stuff. Like I said, only if you're outside the US and you haven't signed up for too many packages before then. If you're in the US, it still has a course and a demo account and all that good stuff. And like I said, these are good ways we help support the channel. We don't personally offer any courses or services ourselves, but we do post referral links, and so if you want to help support us, you can go check these out. Both of these are great ways to learn. Hey, I appreciate it, John. Thank you, Terry. Appreciate that, Seven. Thank you, brother. Shout out to Seven, my man. $5 donation, brother, so I appreciate that. But yeah, if you're outside the US, go check out TradeNet and Tefs. Even if you're in the US, I think it's a course and a demo account and chat room access and a lot of cool stuff in the packages. And then if you're in the US like me and you want to use the same platform that we do in pre-market sometimes to day trade on Webull, go check out this link. If you sign up and deposit $100, you get 2 free stocks, I believe still, but you want to make sure. I'm not 100% sure about that. But yeah, go check that out. There's the link there. Yeah, guys, good luck in the markets. We'll see you guys next time. Like I said, be sure to subscribe. Shout out to Fitzy. Y'all be like Fitzy. Hit the subscribe button. We'll have 2 videos we drop this weekend. One tomorrow morning, one Sunday morning. So be on the lookout for those, guys. Good luck in the markets. We'll see you guys next time. And yeah, have a good day. Oh, y'all, also, go check out my and Trader Mike's Discord. Trader Mike's the man, and he's got a really active penny stock Discord. So if you like trading penny stocks, go check out my man Trader Mike's Discord. Here's the link. So it's actually a funded account. The way it works is like a prop firm. And so they're going to give you that much buying power to trade with, and there's a 70-30 split with it. So like if you make $1,000 net and you bring that account up to 15K, they're going to keep 300 and you're going to keep 700, but they're giving you a ton of buying power because the package costs $400. Only if you're outside of the US will you be approved for the funded account program. But once you're approved, like I said, you get 14K to trade with, and there's a 70-30 profit split. There's a max loss of 700 though, and so if you go under 13,300, they close you down. But it's still a really cheap way to get started. A lot of new traders end up risking too much, and I think that's a really cheap way to get started actively day trade. And if you are profitable, you can withdraw once per month. They wire it into your account. Yeah, go check those out, guys. Good luck. Go check out my man Trading Mike's Discord. You can go check out our Discord as well. And we do have a Thinkorswim script share section that we have that previous closing price script that automatically documents that previous closing price for you. If you have Thinkorswim, it's a script. And so we do have a Thinkorswim script share you can use. There's that link. And okay, listen, Dane. I know you. Listen, brother. I'm gonna say this, Dane. You've been saying the same thing every day, brother. Like, we appreciate you being here, but don't spam the same thing over and over again, dude. You know, it's one thing to post it once, and that's cool. Just don't keep saying it over and over again, brother. You know, no, it's all love, man. I'm not mad at you. I'm just saying, don't keep saying it over and over again. But yeah, guys, good luck. We'll see you guys next time. Have a good day, and thanks for watching, guys.